Actions only state.
No flowers?
No flowers.
Wow.
Because they want the
Yeah.
oil in North Carolina.
Wow, so they know butane
Yeah.
too?
We're here with Abner Brown. We're back
tincture.
on the air on YouTube, and I'm you guys hold on. I'm just gonna do my thing here because I'm in the weeds.
Uh-oh.
Abner, ready, go. I'm sorry, bro.
All right. Yeah, we're
Yeah, a quick question.
yeah the
Hey,
The
how you
way it
doing?
does look-
My name's Anthony. I got a question for you. What type of oil? Is it all type of oil like RSO, wax, BHO?
well the way it gets set up in the other states that have gone oil only when the law's passed
Uh-huh.
is it basically means as long as it's not flour, it's okay. To where
wow.
they usually have edibles, topicals, CO2, butane, whatever kind of oil that can be manufactured. It's just that the flour is illegal, smoking is illegal, and they won't let you home grow because that means you would have flour and be able to smoke.
But smoking
So-
oil's good.
Yeah, because they
That's
like to say that vaporizing is, they're okay with that, but they don't want any combustion. So they outlaw the smoking and flour.
I think that's kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, I love my flour, but have all oil?
Well, the way I look
bad.
at it is it's limiting people's options, and when somebody really needs something, nobody has the right to limit the ways they can ingest it to help benefit them the most. And when you start infringing on somebody's right and very very possibly their health, somebody's crossed the line right there.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because there's some people with Parkinson's that they could just smoke a little bit, like to stop catching their seizures or whatever. Some people need oil.
Yeah, because everybody's body chemistry is a little bit different. So it might take a different method of delivery, or a different ratio of cannabinoids and terpenes in whatever variety they're using. And to try and limit that to somebody, I think it's wrong. It's not just immoral. It's honestly illegal. We have the right to life, liberty, and happiness. And when you start denying somebody's right to life because you think combustion is bad, and you're playing doctor with that decision, it's not right. Those kind of decisions don't need to happen. I guarantee you, everyone in the state didn't consent to that law.
Well, who did it exactly?
Do what?
Who actually did consent to the law? Who pushed for it?
In North Carolina?
Yes.
The way it happened with the hemp bill was when they stated the $200,000 to fund the hemp commission, the regulatory agency for it had to come from the NCIHA raised $50,000, and that company BioRegan that's interested in controlling seed stock put up $150 of that $200,000. So that funded it, and the money didn't come from state coffers. So it looked like, since that money was supplied to fund this project, the public had to consent because the money came from somewhere. So that's how it happened with the hemp bill here. Is we don't get to vote on stuff like that. We're not a ballot initiative state, and our legislators have a pretty good track record of not voting with what their constituency wants.
So in North Carolina, there is all you have is extraction only. That's it. As far as
I was talking about how I see that playing out here, and if we're not able to secure our rights and get home grow, because since 2011, only one state passed a home grow law for their medical, at least. And if we look at the way trends are going and look at what's happening in this state compared to those trends, we only have a hemp bill, but we're walking that line of having an oil only. The people that came in to sponsor this have a huge interest in an oil only law, because they can license 23 brands that if they need to, or 23 to come in and have a turnkey production to grow for everybody, process it, and then sell everything to them. It's not what we have now, but unless we're able to make a big change and do something different than has happened in a lot of other places, we'll end up with an oil-only law. And I think we got to try our hardest to avoid that, because it's going to hurt. Some people will be helped, but it's going to hurt a lot of people too that really need that, something that they can afford, that they've grown themselves, or flour, because that's the mode of digestion that they need the most to help.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Yeah. You can't take people's right to grow. It's fucked.
No. And especially when a product is unaffordable, what happens when there's somebody with severe cancer that needs to turn a pound of flour a month into a different product for themselves?
Mm-hmm.
16 times 500 is just unaffordable.
Dude.
What
about
there's places.
Not to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, there's places where those $500 ounces are a reality.
500, yeah. Out here we pay like $5.50 an ounce.
Jeez.
And it's garbage. Didn't that guy in Florida get off with 70 plants or something?
I'm not sure. I hadn't really been keeping up with that one.
Yeah, something about that. He beat it medically. That was some crazy shit.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on here, and with NC NORML, I know we got our work cut out for us to make sure we get home grow, because that's we keep trying to push that as best we can and tell everybody that it's anything else we hadn't helped all the people we need to, and we got to get it right the first go round, because
you got to get all the farmers. All the farmers.
You're seeing legislation walk backwards in some states with what people's rights are, and that's why I think we got to get it right the first time and secure our rights and make sure we get home grow. And that, like I said, that's one of the things we've really been pushing with NORML, for NC NORML, is making sure that home grow is a part of it.
Sorry, Abner. I'm in the weeds here. I'm trying to get us back online, and I'm sorry.
So
you're hosting the show. Abner, you're the new host of the show, because these two guys can't keep up. So you just host the show, Abner, please. Ready, go.
Are we still not online?
No, we're online, but we're on YouTube. I'm trying to get on Facebook again.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to share our Facebook. All right, here's what I'm trying. If you want to know what I'm trying to do, it doesn't matter.
Let me ask you a question.
Go.
North Carolina, right? Wouldn't it be the smartest thing to do to try to get all the farmers to want to grow? Because, if you really think about it, vegetables don't make money like it used to. In North Carolina, all down there, that's what they do, right? A lot of farmers. Oh, tobacco. I didn't know.
Yeah, we used to have a huge economy from tobacco, but there were some really huge buyouts that went on maybe a decade or so ago. And if these guys could grow hemp, they'd be able to make money as long as they weren't contract growers. If there was a little bit more of a free market that was going on with it that they could utilize, they wouldn't have to pay for the seed every time, and then take what the price is set per pound that who they're contracted with is going to pay them. There's a lot of these situations with the contract growers, like I said earlier, they just don't make a lot of money. So we got to do whatever we can to not just, we got to help as many people and try and everybody deserves a seat at the table is the way I see it. So we shouldn't be excluding people from industry, and we shouldn't exclude people's rights to home grow.
Yep.
It shouldn't be an industry that takes $2 or $3 million to jump into. There should be be able to have a small-time craft industry.
Well,
and
if I'm Massachusetts is good, right? You can, right? Massachusetts, you can. I'm sorry.
Are you chewing food on the mic? Are you serious?
No, it's candy. I'm sorry.
Are you chewing candy on the mic?
In Massachusetts,
Abner,
you
sorry.
can. In Massachusetts, you can. You can have your own thing. You don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to have a dispensary.
It sounds like they don't have ridiculous licensing fees, I'm guessing.
Boston, yeah. Nah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, there's, we got a lot of stuff to draw from on how to get it right, and what worked some places and what hadn't worked others. We just, I think we got to, as an organization here in North Carolina, we got to get it right that first go round, because I've just seen too much legislation walk backwards.
Someone's got to get it right. And I think it's weird how we have all these states, whether 29 medical states now.
And 29 or 30.
And it's like they're all different. Like, for instance, New Jersey, we're the second largest state that has medical marijuana. I'm talking population-wise. But yet we have the least amount of medical marijuana patients. That's going to change very, very quickly with this new governor who's on to...
Not even the governor.
Well, no, the governor especially. Because the governor wants... He wants to limit how people can come into the program. He wants to make it where even nurses, you don't even have to see a doctor. You can just see a registered nurse.
No, I go online. I see my doctor.
No, that's you.
On my phone.
That's you, bro. You still got to see a doctor.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, you're good. All right, 2 more ounces.
But there's only 15,000 patients in New Jersey compared to our 8 million.
People are scared. If I'm telling you.
Well, scared.
Because if you're hurt,
you only have like
really
15 qualifying conditions.
If you're really hurt with your back, you can get it. Motherfuckers start giving them shits out like hotcakes. We all know that.
Now they are, but not in the beginning.
We know who that is. But I ain't gonna blow no spots. It's my boy.
Yeah. That's a really low number comparatively.
It is low.
I didn't realize.
How many of you guys have in North Carolina?
All they have here is the epileptic the program for epileptic kids that are 18 and under, and there's not too many enrolled in that, from what I understand either. When they passed later, they passed that act as well, and it allows for the THC to be 0.9% instead of 0.3 for what they're able to give these kids that have severe epileptic seizures.
How do they come up with these numbers? Like, what are there like cannabis doctors that are like, yeah, you know what? No, forget the 0.3. Let's do 0.9.
The average rate is what, a gram or 3 grams, and then work your way down to a gram after 90 days. I'm almost positive. Watch, it's definitely not a 0.3. A point. What?
That's what it is in North Carolina.
And that's gonna stop kids' seizures.
We're here with Abner Brown from North Carolina NORML. I'm just introducing you again at a third time because this is the third video. We're actually live on Facebook and YouTube, so thank you.
Oh.
We're trying here.
Yeah,
we need a new sound guy.
Those numbers are the THC percentage, that 0.9%. It's that's another thing that cannabinoid profile doesn't help every single kid that has a seizure. It helps some of them, but to really get the help they need access to whatever. They need to actually be able to try different things. So, we got to make sure everybody gets the help they need, and the only way to do that is to make sure that when cannabis legislation comes down, that we secured our rights and have home growth.
What's coming up next in North Carolina? Any bills? Any legislation?
I'm not 100% sure what may be coming down the pipe. It looks like one of the representatives is going to introduce a end of life care bill, but no one's seen it as best I know. It's he let some people know, I guess a week or so ago, he was going to do that. And, yeah, we just hadn't seen the text yet, so I'm not sure what that's even going to consist of.
It sounds like a doctor. What are they going to try to do? Like Dr. Kayam? Dr. Kevorkian? With fucking cannabis?
No, it's just going to be one of those, probably, you know, you have to be terminal to get access. And I don't even have a guess as to what it may be for.
That's what they said in Jersey, and it's not that hard if you have certain issues, back issues and stuff.
Yo, I'm hearing back feed your butts. Is that you?
You dick. I hear back feed. And no, we can't hear.
I'm gonna beat this
He's
guy.
Gone. What are you doing?
Did you just hang up on him? Do you realize? No, he's not there.
He's there.
Abner?
No,
Yeah,
he's there. Yeah, he's there.
Oh, he's here.
29.34.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties here.
I don't know what's going on.
No, we need a sound guy. We need a sound guy because.
Yeah.
No. What happens?
Yeah,
No.
we got a sound guy.
No. This is what happens.
Hey, put your mic
No.
up. There you go.
Everything has failed me tonight. Facebook, YouTube, and we just lost. I have Abner here. Look, he's right here, but he's gone.
Let me ask you. No,
Abner?
You know what it is? We need a sound guy.
I think
Abner?
Christian.
I think
Abner?
Christian.
Bueller?
Huh?
Oh,
Colombian
so
Christian.
it's not me.
Bueller?
There he is.
Told you.
Abner.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we lost you for a second. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Hello,
Do
Abner.
we want to try this again?
Abner.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Abner, you ready? Go.
ready to go.
Yeah.
No, we didn't lose. We're still online. So we just
My head hurts.
couldn't hear you for a minute. Oh, this is the CIA fucking with us. Abner, the CIA does shit like this, don't they? This is the kind of shit they do to try to fucking sabotage us.
Oh, my
Wouldn't you? This is possible, right? I mean,
that sucks y'all having a bad internet connection.
Yep.
this
It's
has
not,
never
it's
happened.
not internet connection. It's
No,
sound, man.
This has never happened before
It's
like this.
It's not.
this
I'm not saying
and-
Lefty's no good.
and we've been
it's
promoting
just
this
he's
event
too
for
busy.
weeks.
He's too busy.
We've been promoting this event for weeks.
And Stone.
And now it's like, okay, now they're going to get me back. It's payback time.
It's not payback.
Yeah, they're getting me back. The CIA, the FBI, Homeland, they're all out to
Yeah,
get me now.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
All right.
And they're watching you too.
all
They're
right.
watching you
All
too,
right,
so shut up.
All right, Ed.
You too, Abner. They're on to you.
Yeah.
They're on to you.
Fucking watch me take my son to Toys R Us.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Bonkers.
We're back online, so I mean, just, what can I say? I'm very sorry.
Fucking Stone.
It happens.
I know it is.
Technical
Happens.
difficulties and whatnot.
It happens.
Yeah, but I like what you say about inalienable rights and about no mens rea, because once you consent, it's all over. I don't consent to any of these laws and any of this bullshit. How come I'm a criminal? You're a criminal and I'm a consumer. Or when I cross the border into New York or Pennsylvania, I go from being a consumer to a criminal.
Yeah, and it's that's something we got to stop. And like you said, it has to do with consent. And that's what that legislation does. Is it starts to override what our inalienable rights.
No mens rea.
And yeah, that's just a defense. Unfortunately, it's not an offense that we could use to get a law. It only works, post charge basically. But it's basically just saying that like how can you have a guilty mind when there wasn't a victim? No one was harmed. It's kind of hard to be guilty when no one was harmed. So it's something you have to take to a jury trial as well. and you have to represent yourself in it. But you have a right to face the witness to the crime, and at a certain point, either the DA or an arresting officer is going to say they're the witness and claim society's the victim. But it's hard for society to be the victim when they actually approve of the act that's going on, and no one was hurt. So it's up to the jury to decide that, hey, this guy's inalienable rights were being violated, and we don't have to convict him of breaking an unjust law. It's, that they can set a precedent by saying, no, he had the right to do this. You don't have the right to charge him. But, you got to explain that pretty well to a jury to get them to realize that kind of stuff. But, it's definitely a defense worth going for.
Sometimes you need a lawyer.
Well, the lawyer's part of the bar association, and most of what they're going to do is tell you to take a plea deal. And if you take a plea deal, you've just consented that you broke that you gave up your inalienable rights by consenting to being charged.
Around here, if you don't have a lawyer, you're screwed. If you go by yourself, forget it. You get lost in the system. People got lost years.
I went by myself, and I called my prosecutor a dumbass.
But that's municipal.
Yeah, I went by dumbass.
I went by myself municipal, and I beat my weed charge too. But still, not a big court, high court. I'm sorry, I don't think so. Because at least a lawyer knows how to talk to people and explain to them that you were using it for medical use and blah 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 blah. Because they're gonna have some other guy that can talk his game off. And
look what Ed Fortune did. Ed Fortune kicked their ass. All those years of law school, those prosecutors went, and he kicked their ass.
Yeah, he kicked their ass. He's still in jail. If he would have had a lawyer, he would have been out. I know people got caught guns. People get caught murders and out in 2-3 days.
His lawyer turned against him.
I don't know.
Yeah, his lawyer's working for the prosecution now. That's what I heard.
No, there's thousands of lawyers, and they ain't that expensive.
No, but his lawyer turned against him, and then it's just a bunch of shit. Do you know the New Jersey weed man at Fortune story?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. He, from what I understand, didn't he represent himself this last time, or am I mistaken?
Yeah. He even told the jury. He told the jury, "I wish I had a bong right now," and they all laughed. It was great.
Yeah, because he was on. They were trying to get him with a handful of charges, weren't they?
Well, that and jury tampering, 2 charges: third-degree, second-degree jury tampering, cyberbullying, and I think there's another weed charge. Right? No, what is he being charged with?
Charged with witness tampering in the 2nd degree.
Right, and 3rd degree.
Witness tampering in the 3rd, not jury tampering. Witness.
Oh,
tampering.
Did I say jury? I'm stoned.
And he was found not guilty of witness tampering in the 2nd.
Right.
And a mistrial in the 3rd, which was 11-1 for him, but they didn't want to take any more time, and they just called it. And then he's going to face a cyberbullying. A police officer, and then there were 20-some charges, but they just dropped 12 of them for like selling wings after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So they dropped all those, but they didn't drop the weed charges.
The wingman
At the at his place, the joint.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he had gotten all of them dropped. I was mistaken about that, Vince.
I can't.
No, he got witness tampering in his biggest one was the witness tampering in the 2nd.
How many years?
That was like I think it's like a 10 to 12 year charge if you get found guilty.
My friend just did 10 years. I did 4.5. That's no joke, man.
No witness tampering? Nope.
Well, I didn't have witness tampering. I had fucking harder charges, but like 4.5 years is no joke. Especially with all that crazy shit that goes on in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Jail's worse than the street.
Yeah, that whole defense, especially when you have to go at it yourself like that, it's, that's about taking your rights back as well, and asserting that you had them in the first place. And it's just something that, we got to try and do. If we're being prosecuted for laws that are unjust, it'll never change if everybody keeps going in there and taking the plea. People have got to start standing up for what they believe in, really, and say, no, this isn't right, and I'm going to fight you on it, not just say I'll take the easiest way out. And, it's what we're all used to doing, so it's hard to kind of break that cycle for everyone as well. So I know it's not a real common thing for people to go for, but I sure hope that since that trial Thorne Peters is having keeps getting pushed off, I hope that means they don't know how to deal with it, and ultimately they'll have to dismiss everything because he wasn't doing anything wrong. There was no victim, so there was no crime in the effort. So, it's something I think people should look into, but you got to be confident in doing it. You got to think it's possible first as well.
Has it worked recently?
What was that you cut out on?
Has it worked recently, the no mens rea?
The only person I know to apply it to cannabis that I've ever heard of was Thorne Peters.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am the law.
And that's what you're trying to make the jury decide as well. That they have the right to say, no, the law was unjust.
Yeah,
we're not going to convict him.
Good luck with that, though. No, really. Because, Ed Weedman, his thing he always said was jury nullification.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is jury nullification. Yeah, sure. But you're not allowed to say you can't say fucking jury nullification in a courtroom. And you can't even, I'm talking in New Jersey at least, you can't even describe what jury nullification is to the jury. It's like a catch-22. So you're supposed to tell the jurors, yet the judge doesn't let you. And God forbid you do somehow get it in, the judge says, you got whatever the heck you just heard, you got to disregard that. That doesn't matter. And I don't know, man. I think, I know that's how everybody wants to do it. There was also a couple of crazies in New York and New Jersey. What would they say? The federal 887. Remember that little group? What was his name? Herman or Harry Moore? 887. It was this federal stipulation or something where it says you were allowed to have industrial hemp. And pretty much a couple of guys, argued that in a courtroom, and they got away with it. And I think pretty much because the prosecutor just didn't want to deal with it. It was like, this is just a simple fucking weed case, and he's trying to say all this uppity shit about a federal law, federal statute, and we don't need the $60, But I think, personally, the best way, if you want to beat a weed charge, is you need a lawyer. You need a lawyer in this country. This is America. The most, you got, what do they say? The most, what is that called? When you have the highest rates of employment? Well, that would be the lawyers. There's more lawyers in America than any other jobs. You need to get a lawyer. I hate to say it. Every time I've ever gotten off of my weed charges, it was because of a lawyer. Hate to say it.
Not me.
4 times. Yeah, and you know what? It sucked. My last time, I had to pay a total of $4,000 friggin' dollars. It sucked. I understand that, that like for instance, we have a friend. He's in the New Jersey medical marijuana program. He's a little bit poor. He doesn't have the means to hire a lawyer. And yet he got busted for simple possession. And here he is, a patient who's allowed to have up to 2 ounces of weed, and he was busted for under an ounce of weed. And yet he's got to take that route. He's got to take the, no mens rea. It sucks.
So how did he manage to get busted with an ounce if the possession limit was 2 and he had a card? That's craziness.
That's what happens when you have a governor for 8 years. See, because Governor Chris Christie, he's not the guy that the New Jersey medical marijuana program was passed on. It was the governor before him, Governor John Corzine. So right before he, handed the keys over to Governor Christie, the legislation, they passed the bill, and boom, it was a done deal. So now Governor Christie, all he had to do was just follow through on it. Like, he had to tell his attorney general to tell the chiefs of police in New Jersey about this new medical marijuana program, and he never did that. And, whenever he had to do something to, move the New Jersey medical marijuana program along, he didn't. He would just lollygag and just let it go by, and and that's how you only had 15,000. That's a lot, because it wasn't close to 15,000, 2 years ago.
Oh wow, it was even lower.
Oh my God, they just added. They just added like what was it?
PTSD.
PTSD.
Pain. Well, they didn't add. Yeah.
No, they didn't add the chronic pain
Not yet.
But they had the PTSD
Which
and
is big.
what was the other one? They added another ailment, But that's it. In New Jersey there was 13. Now there's like 15. There's soon going to be hopefully like 50, because this new governor. He already started. He already signed an executive order where he wants a review of how come the second largest medical marijuana state has the least amount of patients, and he's trying to do a review on it, and he's trying to get the ball rolling and change that. But until then, now it's for 8 years you had a program that was hindered. But from a governor that did nothing. You had little kids dying. Jesus Christmas. I knew people, they've died, they've passed on now. Yeah, I have 8 months to live, but I can't get a marijuana card because the statute says I have to have under 6 months. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So we got a long way to go. A long way to go.
Abner,
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Abner, there's a question I have for you. Cannabis tracking. How do you feel about this cannabis tracking technology? And are they actually spraying the plants with some kind of an agent to track them, or how do they track these plants? It's not seed to sale.
Yeah, they're not doing that kind of tracking at the moment. Colorado did try, and someone in Colorado did try and introduce a bill that was going to look at what they could use, some kind of agent to track them and differentiate between the black market and recreational or medical cannabis that was in that market. But it didn't make it through. Right now, the only tracking is that seed to sale they're running in every place, and that's fairly wicked itself. It has a lot of them. They require you to put genetic lineage on there. And if IP starts getting enforced, that's just a straight window into, okay, here's who's violating what I have a patent for. So it's not, nothing's being sprayed on it yet to track it, but they're just doing that seed to sale that you mentioned everywhere right now.
But don't we own the patent on the plant? The people of the United States, we own the patent. The government patented cannabis, right?
They have a use for it. There's a difference between those kind of patents and a utility plant patent where you're you're either patenting how you got to a certain genetic makeup and what was used to get there, or the technology used to do something. And if it, there's plant patents that exist for other species of plants, so it's not real hard to look at the fact of you've got these regulations that track genetic makeup. So if that kind of IP ever starts being enforced in cannabis, because they start allowing those, well, there are actually plant patents right now that could be enforced if the person wants to spend the money on it and they find someone infringing. So the way I see it, it's really just a matter of time till something like that catches up as well. And there's a lot of royalties being paid out for licensing agreements.
Big business.
Wow.
Yep.
Big business. I don't think America's ready for it yet.
I'm not happy with with it in Jersey. It's horrible. The commercial cannabis at the dispensaries is horrible. It smells like hay.
God, there's not even a selection of quality anywhere.
Nah, you get what the hell they grow.
Black.
I got you.
That's how it works. And then when they screw up, you get you get stuff called trim. And it doesn't even look like trim. It looks like sugar leaf and stuff. It's crazy. And then they get top dollar too. Top dollar. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I mean, what was it you said earlier? $5.50 for an ounce.
500 plus tax.
And what's the tax up there on it?
7%.
Oh wow, they introduced in the last bill that was introduced here, it was a 10-10-5 fee structure, and what started off as $100 a product, by the time you added the retail markup and all the taxes and fees, there was $44 worth of extra fees put on that amount. We can't tax people out of existence like that. And,
I don't know. I could see you taxing people like that, but not medically. That's just not right. That's an injustice.
Yeah, I can definitely see why recreational market would need to be taxed. That's commerce. They shouldn't get away with
exactly. But we're talking medicine.
Yeah, and that's what the last bill in North Carolina was, where that fee structure was introduced, was medical. So we gotta make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen, because that doesn't support the people. It supports state coffers, and we got to do this for the right reason.
Totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Uh-oh, Lefty looks confused.
No, I'm just still in the weeds here.
Still in the weeds?
Yeah.
For a friggin' week, all you've been telling me is, Abner's coming on. Abner's coming on. Now, we got the guy on, and you're not even talking to him or anything, bro.
You don't understand. I'm trying to engineer this show right now and make sure we're online.
Who cares?
Who cares? That's the whole point, is to be online.
I'm talking to a cool-ass
I know.
dude.
I'm loving it. I want you all to hear Abner. He's awesome. We're going to have you on again, because this has been a CIA-affected show, and I'm going to get you back. I'm getting you back for the CIA. Coming for you. Coming for you.
Yeah, it's been good to talk to y'all as well. I always like to get to talk about what's going on in North Carolina and what NC NORML and all our affiliated chapters are doing to try and change things here. Because we got to. It's literally a life or death situation for some people. So
yes.
We have to.
Abner, this is what you got to do. I got the key to your success. You get a podcast going, you get a hotspot, and you go to your state house, and you set up right in front of your state house. You get a permit. You set up right in front. Where's your state house? In Raleigh?
Yeah.
Set up right there in Raleigh. How far is that from you? Is that too far?
It's about about 2.5, 3 hours.
Oh,
wow!
I complain about Trenton. Wow. All right. Well, Maybe once or twice a year you could do this.
Well, we've got a Raleigh chapter, so we might be able to see if they'd be.
You know what? I'll help you any way I can, because it's key. Because we do our podcast at the State House, and we catch all the politicians walking by. We've, of course, with Chris Christie, we've walked him to work a bunch of times. It's been very successful. And I think all activists should do podcasts at their State House. This is all over the United States.
Yeah, that's really cool to see what y'all have done. Because, like you said, you're catching everybody walking right by you.
Yeah. Have Pete help you. He's listening. He'll help you.
Yeah, we could definitely get to speak to a few different ones you normally wouldn't see.
And they'll sit down with you. A lot of times, our governor is going to sit down with us this year, I'm sure.
Great.
We have a cool governor now.
Waiting.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I'm glad that changed from the last one y'all had. It sounds like it's a vast improvement.
Oh man.
Oh, please. We got a guy who hated marijuana to a guy who, the reason he was elected, all he kept saying is, legal 100 days. That's all he kept saying. Yep. Well, we're only 30 days into it. That's all. That's all. You relax there. It's only 30 days, bro.
He still hasn't said anything.
Oh, he said he's talking every day. You got to listen to him.
I follow him.
So
it sounds like they hadn't exactly worked out the whatever regulatory framework y'all are going to have for recreational either.
No.
We're fighting every town. Some towns are banning dispensaries here in Jersey, so we go to those towns, and we go to the council meetings, and we have a union guy, we got a clergyman, we got veterans, we got patients, and we go up there and we tell them why we want dispensaries. And we've got Tom's River this week to table the bill. It was great.
Nice.
It was a great victory, yeah. Yeah, they put it off. They put the bill off indefinitely. That's what we want. Why don't you think about it? Get research before you act irrationally, knee-jerk reaction. Think about what you're doing, how you're hurting patients. You're selling fentanyl on the corner, you're selling OxyContin on the corner, and yet cannabis will get you off all those drugs. So we need more cannabis dispensaries and less fentanyl dispensaries. That's in Jersey anyway.
Yeah, that's a big problem we got to fix, that double standard that exists right there that you just talked about. And, getting out and, like you said, going to these council meetings, seeing your legislators, talking to them, trying to make that personal connection and actually, have them know who you are. We got to start getting out and doing more stuff like that. We've got to let them know exactly what we want and what we will consent to. And, there's no way they'll know if we don't get out there and do exactly what y'all are talking about. Seeing them in person, making those connections, and having our voice heard.
Don't consent to nothing.
what are you talking about?
Consent. I don't like that word consent. I don't consent to nothing.
Yeah.
Especially
that bad legislation.
Amen to that.
So Abner, you're part of the North Carolina Cannabis Education. Is there a website for that?
No, it's just a Facebook group.
Facebook group. Okay.
Yeah, and we do have ncnormal.org. There's Catawba NORML has a website, Charlotte NORML, Triad, and I don't think Raleigh's is up and running at the moment. But most of our chapters have websites and Facebook pages that everybody can find out what's going on with us at.
Nice. That's awesome. So you seem to have a lot of support down there, and I talked to Pete, and he's trying to get video together for you guys. I think video is key. It's been key for us down here. So I'd like to help you guys as much as I can.
Yeah, we always love support and help. I mean, you can't ever have enough of it.
That's right.
That's the bottom line in this.
Yeah, because the government's not helping us, so we have to help each other.
Yep.
It's scary.
And, I really like the idea of video too. We've done a little bit, but we don't do near the frequency that you do, because we don't have we just don't have anybody that gets out and does it like that. It's always pounding the pavement and showing people what's going on.
Even a Facebook live stream while you're doing your thing on your smartphone, that's enough. Believe me, I'm doing that too lately. It's great. Makes life easy.
Yeah, we've got a whole lot of tools to get everything out there at our disposal. We just got to use them the best way possible as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so start talking about jobs. Get a union guy down there. I'm sure the UFCW is down there. I should have found out the chapter for the UFCW down in North Carolina. I'm sure there's one down there. We got to hook you up with the UFCW down in North Carolina. They're cannabis-friendly union.
Very cannabis-friendly.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
Hugh Giordano.
Hugh.
I know you're watching this. Get with this guy, Abner Brown.
Yes.
Of the North Carolina NORML. NORML. You're going to love this guy. Oh, my God. If you got
definitely like to talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah, unions are going to be huge in this because, as we've seen here in New Jersey, the dispensaries are very corrupt and they're all about money and they don't care about the patients. We've seen it time and time again. And it's sad because I've seen sick people in beds getting wheeled into dispensaries. I've seen 80-year-old people talking about how they have cancer and their doctor only gave them a 1/4 ounce a month. And I'm telling the people, I'm like, you got to call your doctor and get 2 ounces a month. You got cancer. Like, well, I've never used cannabis before. I'm like, believe me, a 1/4 an ounce is going to last you a week. Not even.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were limiting what the supply people could have on a monthly basis. Wow.
Yeah, it's sad. And it's sad when you see what the people they're torturing. They're not torturing stoners. They're torturing sick fucking people. It's sad.
Yeah.
See, I get it.
It's incredibly immoral.
Yeah.
And illegal as well.
Thank you.
It is. See, I get the most amount you're allotted. It's 2 ounces a month. And there was a little boy. Family was like, in order for us to make, we need way more than 2 ounces a month. And that's well. The good thing is we finally have a governor now who gives a shit. And that's all. I think it's going to change drastically in New Jersey. I think you're going to see that 15,000 like quadruple by before the end of this year's out.
I hope so, because there's people that need that help. They really do. They're going to suffer. Some are going to die, and they have a right to it. They shouldn't have that right refused. And I hope something does change up there for y'all, because that's such a low number with that high of a population.
Yeah, Abner, also 1 out of 10 of us die every year. If you're a medical cannabis patient, you have a 1 in 10 chance of dying.
In New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Like
wow.
That's how, like, for instance, you got to have cancer under 6 months. So you figure, if all those guys have cancer under 6 months, they're going to be dead by the end of the year. And then, I mean, like, the only, like, non-lethal maladies are what? Like the ISS, that's the intractable skeletal muscular spasticity, and then glaucoma, and then technically PTSD, but I mean, that's like really, you know what I'm saying? So considering, 22 veterans a day commit suicide.
Yeah,
that's
a number that has to come down too.
So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But
and we've got a huge veteran. Yeah, we've got a huge veteran population in North Carolina.
Don't you have a couple of bases down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that number hits home here pretty hard. Just just with the sheer population and the families that affects of everyone. You know, people deserve better than that.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Well, what we got to do better, and we will do better.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting there. It's happening. Slowly but surely, it's happening. More states are becoming medical. You got more states, becoming legal. I think New Jersey, when we become legal, watch out. Watch out, because all of a sudden, New York, they're like, they're watching every move New Jersey's making. Then you have Pennsylvania, they're already doing the decriminalization, most of Pennsylvania. And then you got DC's legal, Maine's legal, Massachusetts is legal. Even though in Massachusetts, like, they don't know how it's going to be legal. Right now, it's like only like really decriminalized if you really think about it. I mean, sure, you can grow some plants and stuff, but it keeps changing every like month. Because the politicians are like, how do we make money? How do we get the money in our pockets? So until they figure that out, I would love for one state to just legalize it, like tomatoes. You guys grow tomatoes down in North Carolina?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you ain't better than our friggin' Jersey tomatoes. We got the best in America. You do know that, right?
Yeah, we can put out some pretty good Cherokee purples from down here too.
Oh,
well, you know what I'm trying to tell you? I think we can grow some bomb-ass weed over here too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We aren't called the Garden State for nothing. But
yeah,
seriously.
You're dead on with that. We have what we do in our own home when there's no victim. We should have the right to be able to grow whatever we need and possess whatever we need without being in fear of being charged with anything. We're not entering commerce, so the commerce clause doesn't matter. We're not leaving outside. We're not leaving our private property and doing anything. So, and there's no victim. We should definitely have that right to grow and consume cannabis just like a tomato plant. And that's, we got to try and secure those rights. It's like I've been saying, while we've been talking.
Amen to that. Amen to that. That's gospel. Hala ganja. Lefty, are you going to talk tonight? Does the cat have your fucking tongue?
Oh, my God. I'm trying to do stuff here.
Forget trying to do stuff. We're talking weed here, man.
I'm listening. I'm listening intently. Leave me alone. God, you're a hack.
Yeah, I'm a hack. You know what? You're like a slack.
I'm trying to engineer the show. Please, leave me alone.
You already fucked that one up. Stop that. Stop it.
I gotta keep it going. This is Abner. This is what I have to deal with. He's just ignore him and go. Really. And I just saw Anthony you picking your nose, Anthony. I saw that, and it's disgusting. The whole world saw you pick your nose, by the way, while Abner was talking. I'm just saying. It's very embarrassing. Just saying.
Ay, caramba.
So this is what I deal with, Abner. I'm sorry. He's whipping. Where you going?
It always keeps things interesting, at least.
He can pick his nose and leave now on us.
All right, now talk to Abner, damn it.
All right.
I was listening intently. I'm very happy to have you on the show here. I'm just making sure that people can hear you online. Hold on. I want a hug too, Anthony. Come here.
So y'all have any other questions for me by chance?
No, Abner, we're good.
Free lunchtime,
We're good. I think they're going to take a break now. Anthony's going to take off.
Go.
And dude, I appreciate everything that you said here tonight. And
Hey,
I'm sorry.
thanks for having me on.
Thank you. I'm sorry for all the technical problems. Come on.
Hey, it happens. It's radio, podcast, internet. Technical difficulties. They just happen sometimes. It's all good.
You son of a... They happen a lot on this show.
Cool. Well, I hope y'all have a great evening, and I hope I get to talk to y'all soon again as well.
Thank you so much, Abner. Abner Brown from North Carolina, Executive Director of North Carolina NORML. Why are you crumpling? See you, buddy. Take care.
Peace.
You're crumpling on the air.
Well, what is this stuff?
Why are you doing that? And then
did you bring this? Who got this shit?
And the reason your mic was off is because you're talking to Anthony while Abner's talking. So I had to turn your mic down. And then you look at me when the mic's down. Why is the mic down? Well, the mic's down because you're talking. Really? Do I have to explain why the mic is down? Oh my God! I'm in the weeds over here. I'm a freaking nightmare.
You're in the fucking weeds. You're in the fucking weeds. Past
really?
The goddamn
I'm trying
joint.
to engineer the show here. Oh my God!
Do I gotta fucking hire a goddamn producer too? Is that what I gotta do?
I can't help if the CIA is against us.
It's not the fucking CIA. Are you serious?
My shit never
Every
goes
time
down.
you blame the
CIA. They knew it was an important phone call, and it goes down. And now we're late for Mike
phone
Reider.
call?
That was an important phone call.
You didn't want to talk to the dude.
He's like, I'm fucking busy.
He's like, hey, Lefty, how you doing?
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. I'm fucking busy. You try to do this. Use your brain and do this shit.
Brain?
Smart
I
ass.
ain't got no brains, you dummy.
Well, I do, and I can't do everything. When I'm doing this, you got to host a show.
Jesus.
Jesus.
What are you doing now? Are we on? We're on. So, like, what the fuck are you doing?
We got to call Mike Reider now.
Let's go. Call him. Call him up.
I need a dab. I'm stressed. You're stressing me out. Why can't you be a happy, helpful co-host and not be like, look at that, don't you talk, talk, right. Talk, Lefty, Lefty, talk, okay. You can see I'm busy. I'm trying to help, and you're fucking with me. Stop it.
We're going to try something new.
Thank you. Okay, now we're done. I'm done.
Sure? Exactly. Take a deep breath. See, my watch tells me this shit every once in a while.
I'm going to call Mike Reider.
Take a deep breath.
I'm triggered.
Inhale.
I'm triggered. I've been triggered. This triggers me. And I held it together. I held it together.
Inhale. You're fucking it up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe long and hard. Yes. Just shut up and breathe. Nice, long, and deep. Deep and hard.
Okay, let's call Mike Reider.
You better now.
Be helpful. Please, just be more helpful. Please. Please be helpful.
What are we calling Mike for now?
He wants to interview us about the INE tour for This Weed. And
we're calling
him about New York.
Exactly.
So we have
federal case.
We're doing...
Now, let's... Hello?
Anthony, you didn't say goodbye. Anthony, you didn't say goodbye.
Okay, so we're going to call Mike Reider up. We're going to find out about the... Yo, be good, little guy. Peace. Nothing but love. And we're going to call Mike up and ask him... Let's find out. Let's ask him like he's a fucking reporter, okay? Now, what's going on in New York in the federal court? Okay? Get the who, what, where, when, why.
You got it.
All right? And somehow make sure the CIA doesn't come through.
I can't help it. The CIA does. I hope it. Oh, jeez. I hear static.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. But if I look busy, talk.
Yo.
Mike Reider.
Hey.
It's Lefty and Wayne. You're on the air. How are you?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Awesome, bro.
Fantastic.
You've been a busy man, I see.
Yeah, it was pretty busy yesterday, for sure.
Wow.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, what's going on?
So I went up to New York City yesterday because there were some people suing the government.
Yes.
Because cannabis is Schedule 1, and they think it's unconstitutional.
That's right.
Yeah, man, pretty crazy stuff. And the judge seemed to agree with them.
Now, who exactly was suing? I know we got Alexis, who from Texas. She's no longer living in Texas. She moved to Colorado. And
right.
Who else? Who are the four other names on the affidavit?
You have Jose Allen,
who is a veteran from Florida. You have Jagger Cott, who is a child with epilepsy. I just want to make sure I get all the facts right. You have Marvin Washington, a former football player. I'm trying to remember the name of the organization. You guys remember the name of the organization?
No, I don't. I don't know. I knew of the 4 names. That's all I knew.
But that's
give
great.
me one sec.
That's good stuff, Michael.
Yeah, it's good. It is good stuff.
We've all been busy, and I see it's been great. Everybody's is getting stuff done, and
don't rush.
I am just so excited.
He just,
I'm so excited.
This guy is reporting about the. It's big news.
Yeah.
About the federal the lawsuit against who is it against? The Attorney General specifically.
It's a lawsuit against Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Yep. The lawsuit challenges the constitutionality of cannabis classification under the Controlled Substances Act. So yeah, they went in there. They argued their points. The government didn't really have too much of a rebuttal. The judge, said he's going to take his time, but the government filed a motion to dismiss because, of course, they want to just get rid of this. But I don't think the judge is going to let them do that. He's going to make a decision in the coming, however much time he has to make that decision.
And you say you believe the judge is cannabis friendly.
I wouldn't say. I don't know that he's cannabis friendly.
I worded that wrong. I'm sorry. I worded that wrong. Go ahead. I would say
that he's progressive. I would say that he's definitely sympathetic to what's happening with these people, and he definitely understands. He gets it. He gets that cannabis is medicine. He said there's no denying that cannabis is medicine.
A federal judge said that.
Yep. Yeah, you can't look at. I forget what the exact quote was, but it was something along the lines of how do you look at the Alexis's results? Specifically, she's completely stopped having seizures when she started using her cannabis oil. How do you deny that that's medicine?
Did you get to meet her? Did you interview her at all or anything?
Yeah, I put up a Now This video today with my interviews, and I ran a live stream yesterday.
What are they on, your Facebook or where?
Yeah, they're on Facebook. If you go to Now This Weed, it's up there.
Sweet.
Mike, can Alexis kick Thorn Peters' ass? Do you sized her up, right? You think she can kick his ass?
Kick whose ass?
Thorn Peters.
Probably.
Good. Okay.
No, but it was definitely good stuff, man. And I'm looking forward to talking about the IME tour for sure.
Sweet. We look forward to.
Well, where do we start? I mean, we started in Keensburg with Chucky, and we were just being stupid. I mean, we were just kidding around, joking around, and lately it's been super serious, super powerful. We've had our union leader Hugh on there talking about jobs. He's got 1.5 million workers behind him. He starts talking about jobs to these councils, and they perk right up.
Well, listen, I love the turn you guys have taken. I love the serious tone that it's taken, and that's why I want to get the interview, and I want to talk to you about it and get a video out about the INE tour, because I think it's important that people start to challenge the law, man. And listen, this is you're what the law is, face. Right, and that's what I love that.
And lately, with the banning of dispensaries, it's just ignorance because they're hurting patients. They don't even realize they're hurting patients. They think they're just trying to keep stoners out of their town, but they're actually hurting the older people in their town.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's really sad what these towns are doing to people.
It's miseducation. They're misguided. It's years of their program of you've got these Reagan era thinkers And they have a government right now that is regurgitating that Reagan era drug policy crap, and they're sucking it up.
It's crazy.
Until we get there.
2018, and it's like we're back in the 1920s again. Unbelievable.
We're back in 1984 as far as drug policy goes. We're back in the just say no era, and that shit didn't work then, and it's sure not going to work now.
So, Michael, what kind of interview do you want to do? You want to do a video interview, or do you want to do it over the phone, or?
Well, it'll be a Skype interview probably.
Okay.
And then I'll tell everybody about it'll just go. I'll tell everybody about what INE does, how it started, what you guys are doing, how it's evolved, and just you'll be able to tell the story, and it'll just be video clips of you doing your thing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take some notes.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Good, man. Yeah, we can. I'm pretty slammed tomorrow, but we can definitely do that sometime next week.
Nice. Yeah. So, Michael, did you climb one of those greased poles in Philly?
No, he's not an
Say that
Eagle
one more
fan.
time?
Did you climb one of those greased poles in Philly on Thursday?
Dude, listen, I went out for the parade in the morning. Before the parade even started, there were people throwing up on Broad Street, so I just went home.
Wow.
I just came home and worked. I literally live a block away from where the parade started, 2 blocks away from where the parade started, and I didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, I'm not an Eagles fan, so it's what it is. But yeah, I don't care.
Who do you like? What team do you like?
I used to be a Redskins fan. I don't really watch football too much anymore. I'm a Philadelphia fan. So, I was rooting for the Eagles, of course, in the Super Bowl, but I don't care enough to brave getting beer thrown all over me and puked on and shit. I'm not down with that.
I don't know. There was a lot of weed smoking going on, too. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I could have sold probably friggin' 20 pounds for every person that came up to me and said, "Oh, you have a joint? I'll buy a joint off you." And people joints left and right. It was, holy shit, everyone was smoking. I mean, Philly, man, the cops didn't even give a shit. I mean,
no, they got way bigger things to worry about than pot.
Exactly. It was awesome. I loved my little day in Philly. It was a beautiful parade.
See what Larry Krasner did today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, Chris called me about a half hour ago, and we talked about that. It's crazy.
It's a beautiful thing. That's how it should be.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's decriminalized, so why the hell is anyone getting arrested? And,
It's all good till the feds come in.
Keep the feds out. Hey, maybe I shouldn't even mention it.
What?
I heard one of this guy's friends is starting a restaurant up.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
No. I heard. Rumor has it that it's gonna be called something like Uncle Poe's Steakhouse.
Ooh, now I'm starving.
I can't wait for it to open. You kidding me? I love steak. Hello.
I don't know. I remember. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, he's keeping you. You Philly guys, all of a sudden you all went your own. You got really big, and you're all doing your own little special things. It's fucking awesome.
Well, we put in some fucking hard work, man.
Damn straight you did. Damn straight you still are.
And now I feel like I'm working even harder than I was before, which is freaking insane. But
Mike, we got to run too.
Got a jailhouse interview with Ed.
Jailhouse interview.
Calling right now.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks
Good
so
deal.
much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Peace,
you.
take it easy, guys. Bye.
You're on the
Yes!
air with Sativa Cross.
Hey, Lefty.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, not much. How are you?
Good. How you doing? You're on the air.
All right. Is this a good time to speak to Ed?
Yeah, absolutely. Go on. Go right ahead.
Okay, might not last long because my phone is about to die, but we'll try.
Okay,
right.
plug
Hold
it in.
on.
Plug it in. All right.
Is everybody there?
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
All right, go ahead.
Hey, Ed.
Hey. What's going on, man?
You tell us, brother. All this news, I keep seeing your news feed and like, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Apparently they dropped half the charges. Apparently someone stole
what's
all
up?
your.
We got, Wayne's there too, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know if you guys ever counted up how many charges I actually had. I had 47 charges given to me in Trenton.
Oh.
And at this point, I've beaten 15 of them. And I don't see how the state's going to win any of them. I think I'm going to beat them all. You know, I'm not even afraid of none of it. I'm happy. Like, I get to show off whooping the state's ass. But the only thing is they got me in a cage. That's the only thing that bothers me.
It's going on a year, man.
It'd be a year and 2 weeks. But the appellate court should be making a ruling in the next few days. The last 2 times I went to the appeals court, they ruled in 10 days. Tomorrow's day 9. So we'll see. If they rule in 10 days, or maybe it'll be Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. But me and Johnson Canick, the lawyer, we're expecting a ruling any day now.
Lawyer? You got a lawyer?
Well, I have Johnson Canick's been helping me the whole time, but as far as courtroom lawyer, no, it's me. I'm good with it. I'm not even worried about that, man. I'm telling you. I'm gonna win this shit. I'm gonna win this shit. You know, it's
Speaking of winning shit.
Yeah, Ed, the clerk told me you have to give some paperwork in. An address change. Did you change your address in Trenton?
No.
Did you get a paper from the clerk to update your address?
I never changed my address, but actually I have a voter registration form, and I am going to send it in, but I was just going to change my party. Listen, I voted there last year. Remember, I ran for office in 2016. I didn't change my address. They're trying to be funny, huh?
Big time.
They didn't send me nothing.
Big time. And that's the bullshit, because they're saying that they sent you the shit.
Right, they showed me a copy.
No, I ain't get nothing.
Wow.
No, they're lying.
Wow.
That's my address. That's my address of record. My DMV record's there. Even right here at the jail, my record's here. The VA is there. I got my VA papers there. Everything goes there. When I left my mom's house, I was homeless. That's my address. You know, sure, I stayed at Debbie's house a couple of nights a week. Occasionally, I stayed at my mom's house. But I slept at the joint a lot. People know. Everybody knows that I slept there a lot.
They're trying to say that it's like not a valid address. They're giving bullshit. But
I could be homeless. I'm homeless. I could use an address.
Yeah, right.
You know,
exactly.
That's my address. That's my address. Wow. Hey, how's the signature coming?
We got a bunch. That one day we got a bunch. We're gonna have to set another date to go down there. Wayne, you down to go down and get signatures with me?
Yeah, it's crazy how we got to do this shit.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to get the paperwork from the fucking clerk,
right? Jason has
unless
to get
you are there and you sign your goddamn name.
Yeah, you have to sign,
and you have to be there.
No, that's a lie. But they're getting away with it because I'm not there. You know how many times I've run for office? Anybody can go pick up a packet of petitions. They're just petitions. And did you copy the one petition after you got them? Did you copy at least one of them?
It's blue paper. It's special paper.
And they say you can only use their paper.
Right.
That's bullshit. Actually, when I was talking to him on the phone, he told me I didn't actually have to use theirs as long as I had all the same information. So you actually can copy it. How many packets did you get?
2. I think I got 200 petitions.
Nah, man, you're going to have to get more than 200.
Yeah.
You saw that newspaper article, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm telling you, the newspapers are rooting for me to get the signatures. We got 2 weeks.
I gave a lot. Yeah, I gave a lot away.
Huh?
I gave some to Starbucks. We put your sign in Starbucks. Your campaign sign is in Starbucks. It's great.
I wonder if it's still there though.
The manager was down. No, the manager put it there.
And the manager was getting signatures?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh.
A lot of people support you, man. Yeah, everyone wants to sign for you. Everyone. It's great.
All right. Well, I definitely need those signatures, man.
Yep.
Definitely. I'm so frustrated. I'm in here. I can't kill myself. And did you tell Jason what I said?
What'd you say?
About the.
Oh yeah.
I'll give him $1 a signature.
Yes.
I'll give him $1 a signature. Actually, in my PayPal, I got over $200 there right now. Like it kind of comes and goes, but right now it's about $200-something there.
I'll back that up.
Yep.
I'll back that up.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. When I get out, I know I'll get a couple of dollars. I'll get a couple.
Shut up! I said I'll back it up.
Okay.
That means I got it.
We got you.
You tell Jason $1 a signature. Let's get the fucking signatures.
Yeah, we got a lot to get, man. A lot more to go.
Yeah. All right.
We'll set a date.
I want to turn in somewhere between 600 and 800 because there's going to be people who are going to sign it just because they support me, but then they're not registered to vote. And
No, they got to be registered voters.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody's going to challenge me. That's what happened to me a couple years ago. Remember all the people that challenged my petition? I missed by 3. You know. And really I made it, but that's the system. That's what this clerk. That's what he's doing. He's a Democrat. They don't want me to disrupt the Democratic chosen candidate, and he's doing everything he can to block me. First, he tried to tell me I couldn't run. Then since then, he won't send me any petitions. I sent him a self-addressed stamp with $5 worth of stamps on it, and told him to send it back with the petitions, and he didn't send it.
This guy's a clown too.
I'm gonna add him to my lawsuit. It's all good.
You should.
You know, with them dropping those 13 charges, my federal lawsuit's a slam dunk victory now. They should have never been harassing me.
Nope.
No.
They should have never been harassing me and that's what pissed them off. Then they set me up with the fucking rat. I complained about the rat, and they put me in jail for that.
That's not right.
When's your court date for that?
You don't know yet.
We don't know.
They still haven't given me a date. I'm just hanging, man. That's why I said my legal lynching. Right now, I'm just hanging.
It's
here
just
in jail.
Is this time excluded, or does it count? Does time counts or no?
Well, 55 days of it didn't count already. So my date for trial has to be the first week in April, but they haven't given me a date yet. So that's what I'm waiting for, first week in April. I talked to a documentary guy from North Jersey. He up your way, Jersey City. He works for some company out of New York, and he's talked to me on the phone and said he's doing a documentary. He's supposed to come in here on Tuesday. Actually, there's 2 of them supposed to come here on Tuesday. One from the Atlantic magazine and one from this documentary guy. He wants to come in here.
Good.
I was telling him that the NJ.com came in and they wouldn't let them bring a camera in. I was trying to convince them to wear Google glasses or some glasses to just they got the little spy things that go on your lapel and stuff like that. But anyway, they didn't want to. But either way, there's a couple people getting ready to do some jailhouse press. Telling you, Lefty, you can do it. Even if you do a little outside, talk about it outside, they come in, they come out, and they complain about they wouldn't let you bring the camera in there, and then say things like, "You ever watch NBC Lockdown?" or pull some clips. There's some clips of other people in New Jersey in jail doing interviews. You can find it on YouTube and just pull it up. Be like, what's going on? Why is Weed Man such a danger? They won't even let us videotape him.
Let's go
blah,
visit.
Blah, blah, blah.
I keep asking. I want to visit him, but I think
How do we get there? How do we get?
he wants.
Can we get? Is there a list?
It's as a press, a member of the press. Remember, you got your press credentials as a member of the press.
Right.
You can come see me anytime. You just have to call and make an appointment. That's all. And tell me you want to come interview me. And right now,
let's interview this son
of
of a bitch. Let's do this.
Yeah, come in. Yeah, but do it for your show.
Bring some
but
fucking
I want
weed.
to hear something too. Yeah. And then you can audio tape me anyway on a phone call like this, and then that could be you can edit it in. Like I was having that conversation with y'all while y'all were there. Now, you know what else also is crazy? I've been bitching about the warden taking my thumb drives. I have all my whole case, everything was on there. He kind of really fucked me up. Now I know I'm just going off the spiel of my head anyway. I'm gonna beat him anyway. But this is another attempt to just fuck me up.
Is that the fucking CO?
I had a couple people. He's the warden. He's the head. The warden did it.
No, the guy I heard in the background.
Oh yeah, I see CO yelling at somebody. I posted that thing that asked people to call in. Yo, Lefty, I know you're good at that. Call the warden. Post that, repost that shit. Call, man, this is fucked up. Don't call their names, don't make threats, but tell them, yo, this is a violation of the Sixth Amendment. This is fucked up. He actually complained to me that people were calling him.
Good. Good. Let's get on that.
Exactly. That's nice.
That was me. I called last year.
Yeah. Make it a. All right. Actually, I gotta get off. I gotta hop off. Gotta hop off right now to get ready to count. All right, man. Thanks a lot. I'll try to give y'all a call another time.
Be strong, brother.
All right.
Thursdays, 7 to 10.
Peace. Thanks.
Peace.
God bless you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Debbie.
No, that's his daughter. I'm not sure. That's his daughter or sister. Thank you.
That was Debbie in the beginning.
No, it's not Debbie.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm lost. But whatever. There you have it, everybody. Weedman. NJ Weedman. Edward Fortune.
I get sad whenever I hang up the phone with him. Because usually they give the countdown. You have 60 seconds.
No, man. There was a fucking CO was screaming.
I know. There's always something that cuts him off that he can't fucking live his life. And he's not living his life anymore. He's living someone else.
Guy was
some
like,
fucking
lights
bullshit,
out.
fucking shit chained up to a fucking wall. Like a fucking animal. For over a fucking year.
Good night, pal.
It's disgusting.
It's 9:38.
Really?
9:38. They have fucking lockdown.
Ed doesn't have
There
time.
you go.
Time doesn't even exist for Ed. He's on fucking a time out, permanent time out, in a fucking cell, like a fucking animal.
Oh,
and what are people doing for him? Where's the ACLU? What are they doing for him? What is anyone doing for him? We got people interviewing him. Finally, they're going in to interview him. Finally.
I'd interview him. I didn't know we were allowed.
Yeah, I as a press.
What are you, a fucking moron? Let's go.
They wouldn't let me in. They've blocked me all this time. Now they're finally letting people in because one guy got in. Now
Let's
they're
go.
letting them all in now.
Let's go. They gotta.
I know. I'm ready.
Sativa Cross.
SativaCross.com.
SativaCross.com.
Situation. I get sad, and I don't want to be sad. I'd rather be fucking angry.
I'll stick some
than be
fucking weed
sad.
up my ass, and then I'll fucking take it out and I'll give it to Ed when we're doing
I'm
fucking
sure he'll
interview.
be happy to have some of your ass weed.
Well, if I'll stick it in a fucking glove or some shit,
Your ass glove weed.
Well, fuck you. Fuck you. I hope you don't ever fucking go to jail, and I won't fucking stick the weed in a plastic glove and stick it up my ass so you can fucking smoke it while you're in fucking jail. Fuck you.
All right, fuck it. All right, fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Of course you'll fucking take it, you jerk off. You fucking kidding me? Weed's weed.
Can you douche first?
I'll hit a bidet for you. Why not? Sure. I'll bidet it. Bidet it the day of.
Come on. I was sad and angry. Now I can't be laughing because Ed Fortune's sitting in jail. That's
not right.
There's nothing really to laugh at. It's just sad.
Well, I don't know. He's fucking happy. He's fucking happy. I didn't realize that. What did he say? How many charges were there?
Yeah,
46.
A lot of them. That's good.
He's happy. He's happy because that's what just keeps happening. Because that's how it works. That's how it works. You see, what they do is they throw all these charges. They throw like 100 fucking charges at. He had over. You heard what Weedman said. Over 40 fucking charges. They threw half of them out because half the fucking charges were stupid shit like selling weed. I'm sorry, no, I misspoke. Selling wings after fucking 11 o'clock. And that's his business, selling fucking wings and shit. And people would fucking come. And, you had them guys throw up until like fucking 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And they're trying to throw tickets at fucking Ed for, you can't sell wings after 11. Bringing the third entails. And then the fucking judge, being the douche that he is, he was just kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll read it for you again. This is what the charge is. Witness tampering in the third. Okay? Any questions? And they were all, what is it? And then Judge Massey kind of like was, well, it is what it is. I'll read it again. And then he read it again. And then he said, okay, now go figure it out. And then they came back, and the one lady, apparently the one lady who just wasn't having it, she's like, I can't go. And that's one to grow on. So far he's won one battle. The second battle, he's got to wait for a date. And then the next battle will be the cyberbullying of a police officer. Yeah, for calling the police officer a name. Yeah, that's cyberbullying. Crazy shit.
I have a phone call to make.
You got a phone call? Well, oh, okay. UFCW. I gotta figure out what that fucking stands.
I have an announcement to make.
United Food? Are you kidding me? I thought it was the United Cannabis something. Hold on. Will you stop?
Get it right.
United Food and Commercial. United Food and Commercial?
Yes.
Workers Union. I like that. United Food and Commercial Workers. I work in the food industry. I'm just saying. I like that.
You have a title now?
I have a title?
You are the...
What's this?
You have been given the title of...
Title. I like that.
You are the official...
Let's see what we got here.
President of the new local...
Oh, my God.
420 UFCW. Local.
Oh, Jesus.
The Presidente. Mr. President.
El Presidente.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, my God. I like this. Wear this shit with pride.
You got 2 members.
You. United. Do I have to worry about the fucking... I could just say the UFCW.
That's it. That's all you got to say.
Union made... What is it? Local 420? Let me read see, that's how slow
Good stuff, right?
The local 420. I like this shit. It's beautiful.
You talked about it on your little podcast yesterday, and he went and hooked you up with one of his union guys. Hooked you up.
I appreciate that.
UFCW's getting stuff's done, man. And
that's
boom.
right. We get shit
Hit
done.
Hit you off. Boom. Hit me off with a shirt.
We
Boom.
get shit done.
What? And
the local 420.
I can't tell the secrets, but we're gonna get a lot of financial support from some sponsors coming up very soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, my dick just got hard. Really?
So, yeah, we have a lot of people supporting us. You have no idea.
I love the fucking unions. I love them all. I love the people.
Mm-hmm.
The UFCW, we are the local 420.
There we go.
Don't get that fucking twisted, okay? Thank you. Hugh, you are the man.
Yes, you are.
I keep saying this shit. Hugh, there was 3 guys I felt personally earlier, I kind of felt like that scene in Batman, you know, where like the Joker gets to, you know, okay, hey guys, I only have room for one, and you know he takes the fucking stick, the pool stick, breaks it in half, and you know what I'm saying? The three guys are fighting. I kind of like, you know, when Chris Goldstein said, "Hey, I love Hugh. I'm his favorite fan." I like wanted to fucking smack him. I really did. You love fucking Hugh. Fuck you. Fuck you. I love Hugh.
I love Hugh. He's mine.
Dude, don't.
No. I saw him first.
I don't care you saw him first. He likes big guys. He doesn't like little guys. See, 420, he got me. Well, he got you a shirt, too. God damn it.
He made you president, though. I'm like some treasurer or something, he said.
Oh, well, hey, that's good. He's smart. Don't let me hold the money.
I guess
I'm going to spend it on weed. You know what I'm saying?
Treasurer. I'll be treasurer.
This is beautiful.
I think I'm treasurer. Yeah.
Oh, this hat
I was very
fits
high.
like a glove.
I was so high that when he told me, I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay.
This is beautiful. This is like, because I don't think there was one in Jersey. We're like the one in Jersey, right?
Well, I think we're the stoner union.
I'll take it.
You know, this is special for activists or
like the guild. What is that? The
underground union.
No, like for the we're the commercial. We're the fucking commercial part.
Okay.
United Food and Commercial.
We make commercials. Let's make some commercials.
I don't think it means commercials, but okay,
no.
yeah.
We'll do some PSAs.
Yeah.
About
what?
PSAs about driving on edibles.
Yes. Don't do it. The only time you should.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, you want to do one about not doing it. Okay.
No. The only time you want to do edibles is you want to fly with edibles.
No, that's true. You don't drive on edibles, especially if on a new person using edibles for the first time. No, stay home for like 5 hours before you do a thing. And if you can't walk, stay home.
My head hurts. My sister. Oh, Lord. Hugh, get ready, Hugh. My sister. I love my sister. I love my family. I do. This is why I had to break out. My sister's a NetCon. She's she's on the BOE, Board of Ed. Is that what it BOE stands for? And, well, apparently in NetCon, New Jersey, they want to have a dispensary. And they're trying to get, like, you know, the town down with it, you know, everything. But my sister's not down with it at all. Being on the BOE, which I understand. But I'll tell you. See, this is what I was doing today, Hugh. That's right, baby. While you were over here with Lefty, I was telling my sister, watch out. We got the Hughes of the world, baby. And they're coming. Hughes coming. Big Daddy Hughes coming. And he's got nothing but numbers. And that's all town councils want to see. No matter how ugly that town is, Garfield, New Jersey, no matter how full of garbage and corruption, Garfield, New Jersey, no matter how it gets, when you start talking numbers, cha-ching, ching-ching, no, I mean cha-ching, sorry, there's no racial shit there. But anyway, when we start talking numbers, people listen. And I'm not theirs. And that's what Hugh does. Hugh, real simply, he's a genius. He just hits them off with, well, they did this much business in these states where it was legal, and if New Jersey is going to become legal, well, the Forbes magazine, you know, estimates that the number will be this much. And don't you want to get in on that? I mean, because it's going to happen. It's coming. Don't you want your piece of the pie? And, I mean, he doesn't say it like that, but he kind of does. You know, because when you start talking numbers and shit, you know, people just, their heads like, oh, man, wow, that would fix the pothole situation. That would fix the trash situation. That would fix, and they just go on and on and on. And then They don't want to hear nothing else. You could tell them about everything else about weed and the benefits. They don't care.
Hello?
They only care what Big Daddy Hugh has to tell them.
Hugh? Big Daddy Hugh? Hey, Big Daddy, you're on the air.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Fantastic. How? If I'm the president, is he like the general?
Well, he's the secretary treasurer, so he's second in command.
No,
What was that?
That's the CIA.
That's the CIA. Hugh, the CIA has been all over. They've been all over us tonight.
No, Hugh. What are you? What are you, man?
Hugh.
Yes.
You're the man.
If I'm the president, and he's the assistant
secretary
to the,
of the treasurer.
Oh, I thought it was the secretary of the bend
I'm
over.
a secretary.
What are you, Hugh? You're like the general, right?
Nah, you can just make me, I don't know. So I'm just you.
No, you're not just Hugh. Nah, you're huge. Huge.
So you like your hat, huh? You like your hat?
Fucking love it. You kidding me? You kidding me? I took my cookies shit off. Fuck cookies.
Fuck the cookies.
That's right. I'm in the UFCW Local 420.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Absolutely, both of you. And I tell you what, I double checked because I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a Local 420. Because I wanted you to have that, and there wasn't. There's no UFCW Local 420. So you are the only one in the United States right now that has that specific hat and that specific local. So you are the president. There's no doubt about that.
Sweet. I can't thank you enough. It's
no problem, man. You guys are great.
Is this official? Like, do we pay dues? Or, like, what's the story here?
Well, don't talk about them kind of dues.
I'll pay some dues.
See, now you guys are good, since, you don't have any members yet. So you guys are kind of like,
I got a member.
Okay, let's get some members. We got a few.
I got a member.
I get some.
Oh, you mean other members?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm a little high right now. Sorry.
It's okay. That's good.
And I got the best shirt ever. I love this shirt, man. This is awesome.
Good. I'm glad you guys like it. Like I said, I got to give a shout out to. I have a guy in Deptford, New Jersey, at the mall. He has his own. He's a small business owner. Has his own shop. And I walked in. I said, "Hey, I need something done for me." I had gotten stuff from him before. And I said I need this done quickly, and he did. He had it done within 20 minutes for me. So it's called Flex in Deptford. Great guy, awesome talent, and he made it no problem. So,
hey, can't thank him enough. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem. You guys are great. Like I said, it's been enjoyable going to these meetings, and working with you guys helps me too, because it helps me understand, the patient side in a more dramatic way than just reading about it in the newspaper article. So it adds more to it, and by learning from this stuff and from working with you guys, it helps me understand, especially when we have our members that are going through these types of things. Now I kind of have a step up on it. So thank you. You guys earned it.
Oh, please, the thanks. We thank you, because I don't know if you realize this, that when the I&E tour, when you guys do your thing, they only listen to you, man. Do you realize that?
Yeah, they perk right up when you talk jobs and families and wages, and they perk right up.
Everyone else, it's just like, oh, look at them stupid fucking stoner. No matter how nice we dress, no matter how eloquent we talk, whatever.
Yeah, they want you.
Hugh. All of a sudden, Hugh gets up there, and when you spit those numbers,
hearts in the eyes popping out. It's beautiful thing. In the councils,
you're awesome, dude.
Yeah, you're the
best.
best.
You don't realize you are awesome. You're intelligent enough to help these people see.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough.
What they're supposed to see with the legalization of cannabis. You're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, just keep doing what you're doing.
Well,
yeah,
please. No, absolutely. This movement with the UFCW started before me. I like I was, I have spoken before, specifically with Lefty. I was looking at this stuff prior to officially because it was already happening on the West Coast. So the UFCW was dealing with a lot more businessmen compared to on the West Coast. The dispensary owners have been more open-minded, willing to get things done, not in the name of profit, unlike the East Coast has seemed to be. A lot more Wall Street guys involved. But, I can't take all the credit. It's the guys from the West Coast that have really started it. And then again, working with you guys, specifically the coalition of medical marijuana of New Jersey. That's what really got me educated on the patient side. And so it's really been, everybody else has really helped me get here. So I can't even take all the credit at all, man. Honestly, I can't. It's everybody else has taught me. So I just happen to be able to speak, half decently, and it works out, so.
It really does.
Yeah.
You
Powerful.
just don't know. You just don't
He knows.
know.
It's a great thing. Speaking truth to power.
I guess the other sad part about it is, when I'm looking at it from my view, it's a shame that I have to come up there as a union rep and kind of tout our political muscle when they should just be doing the right thing for the patients. Besides the jobs and besides the wages and the things that I care about as a labor representative, I also look at it too as, our members are part of this program, and by you making it more difficult for them to get their medicine, by you making it so expensive, and you put this all together, and the travel time and just the emotional distress. As a labor rep, it's my job to protect my members. Not just at the job, but at their home. Unionism is more than just, I go to work, I clock in, I get my wage, and I get my health care. I have to be here also to make sure that when you go home that your life is good too. If it hurts your paycheck, well, then it hurts you as a member. So it really is ridiculous at this point, and the fact that they want to block dispensaries, it's insane. It's insane.
We're speaking with Hugh Giordano from the UFCW, Local 152. It's got about 7,000 members under you. Is that right? New Jersey, Maryland,
No, so
Delaware.
So our local has 15,000, but those states are correct. Yes.
15,000. Oh, geez, look, 15,000 members, and there you go.
It's beautiful.
Yep, and we represent. And I'll give you. It's funny. I know why you guys were talking a little bit earlier about Pennsylvania has opened up their medical dispensaries, and of course it's all the oil they're using over there. There's no actual flowers being used, but we do have 3 dispensaries over there that have agreed to go union under UFCW Local 1776. So if there's any members, patients that are listening from Pennsylvania, there are 3 medical dispensaries that are already unionized, and those workers are getting good wages, benefits, and retirement.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
We need unions. We have so much corruption, so much greed in New Jersey alone. We need help.
No, absolutely.
It's sad. I mean, we have stores like head shops selling K2, selling spice. We don't want that. Unions would not allow that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, because, our job as not only representing the workers, we want to make sure that their employer does the right thing, whether it's a dispensary or whether it's a smoke shop or whatever the industry calls for within the cannabis industry. If the owner is doing things that is illegal under state or federal law that could potentially hurt customers, clientele, or the workers, it's our job to, we would step in and stop that. Because if they're selling product that is unsafe, that again, in turn, affects the worker. Because if they have to lay people off because they lose business because of their reputation, or if they get shut down. So that's why we really feel that, that's why we're important to be in there, because when the workers see something, they can say something. And they can, whereas, a lot of these workers in these states that if they have a dispensary that they don't have a union, who can they go to? Especially if they live in a state that maybe, even though they have a medical program, it may not be as open as far as reporting an incident So, these are the type of things that affect everybody, and we have to be on top of these things. But Tom's River was huge. Tom's River was a step in the right way.
Amazing.
I think you had everything to do with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you and Jim Miller and Chris, forget about it. And Rich.
No, I think Hugh.
Hugh?
I really do.
All Hugh?
A town that was ready to ban...
They were they were going to ban it, Hugh.
Of cannabis.
Hugh, you stopped them.
And then all of a sudden the guy comes in there... sure. I mean, they have to listen to the Jim Millers. They have to listen to the Chris Goldsteins. They have to listen to the people that want cannabis, but they really don't. They really don't. Trust me. They don't want to hear this shit that they have to say.
Jobs.
That's what they want to fucking hear.
Jobs.
All of a sudden the guy's talking about cannabis and, he's talking about jobs and, how can we give back to the community and blah, blah, blah.
Mission accomplished.
All of a sudden they want to listen. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, I have to say this, the councilwoman, Laurie Herrick, she came up to me afterwards and she came up to me, she's like, thank you for saying what you said. And she's like, I was like, thank you for doing what you did. I said that you're you're a good person. You actually listen to the people. And she looked at me right in the eye and said, I was actually nervous to do it. So, it took her courage to do that. She stepped out of her comfort level. She's the one that made the proposal to block it from going
They
through.
don't say that shit to Lefty. They don't say that shit to anybody else.
Well, they do. Yeah, they do. Not really.
See, I'm telling you, listen, if I die, you need this fucking Hugh.
Hugh.
You need him at these things, man.
I'm not letting go of Hugh. He's mine. I told you. I saw him first.
This guy is...
Well, I could tell you, at that meeting, you had Richard who spoke, and he did a great job about how he worked with people that had drug addiction and how he saw people coming in, and and then you had resident Dave who spoke about Crohn's disease and how he's a local resident and he had to drive 2 hours, and then you had this other woman named Laurie Singer who was a local resident.
Blah blah. That's what they heard, bro. I'm telling you. That's what they heard. They heard blah, blah, blah.
Stop. They did not.
And then when Hugh came on...
Stop it. You're being a hater right now.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to tell you this is how we got to get behind Hugh. That's what we got to do.
I'm behind you. I'm right behind him.
Because everyone else, I'm telling you, man, it's all... They got that fucking old mentality. But the way Hugh addresses it...
Oh, yeah.
They listen.
Oh, it's great,
They
Hugh.
really care.
You got them eating out of your hand, Hugh, because we're a union state. No matter if you're Republican or Democrat, we're a union state. All those council people were in unions at one time in their life. I guarantee it. They're all in unions. We're a union state. You got them by the balls.
Absolutely.
And whatever else.
And I think, the one thing that we have that really helps us is, a couple things. And, that's the amount of members that we have around the country, not only just in the state. And then, we have our political action committee, and I make it clear to these politicians when we go to these town halls and council meetings that, look, we don't care if you're a Democrat, we don't care if you're a Republican. If you vote on a bill to prohibit recreational and or medical dispensaries, you're anti-job, period. And we'll come after you. So don't think because you have a D next to you that we're going to be all for you. Our local and our union specifically, we don't care what party you're with. As long as you stand for good jobs, living wages, people can actually live, not just survive, and you support workers organizing into unions, then we'll support you. You do anything contrary to that, then you're going to have a problem. And we don't have and again, we don't back down. And so I really feel happy that we're able to do something to help because, in today's world, labor unions are under attack nonstop. And when they attack labor unions, they're not attacking me. They're attacking workers because my job is to represent them. So when they attack labor unions and, tell people that they shouldn't have to join a union or they shouldn't join a union, they're telling them you don't deserve a living wage. You don't deserve good benefits. You don't deserve health care. You don't deserve a legal voice on the job. Whatever your boss gives you, you should be happy about. You should be happy you have a job. That's what they're saying. So, and the same thing with cannabis dispensaries. And that's why I'm committed to being at every single one as much as I can. Like there might be times where I can't, but I am trying my best to come to every single function to support this because it affects everybody. And I'm just glad that to be on a winning team. You know, I'm glad to be on the right side of history. So
this guy, he's been all up and down New Jersey. God bless you. God bless you, man.
Yeah, it's been great. But you know, next week I know I'm going to be a featured guest, which I'm very excited about. And you know, so we'll talk next week more about it and get in depth. But you know, Tom's River was a huge success. You know, it really was. And you know, Chris Goldstein did a great job. You know, everybody that got up and spoke just did great. You know, and even the ramp, the guy that was from Ramp. You know, I was telling Lefty that you know he wasn't crazy, but he was just wrong. You know, he was just wrong on the things he was saying.
Who, the Frank Zappa looking dude?
They booed him. No, that
yeah,
was,
you know,
the pastor.
No,
the
pastor. He was yeah, he was. Like I said, he wasn't nasty. He wasn't crazy up there spewing crap. It was just some of the stuff that he was saying he was factually wrong about. Like he talked about, you know, and this is where I'm so glad that he went before me because he brought up the point of, well, dispensaries, since they're illegal, can't bank. So you have all this money just laying in these dispensaries. This puts people at work. This puts in an unsafe environment because all this money's going to, you know, they'll get robbed and da-da-da-da. So when I heard that, I was like, you know, I'm so glad that he said that because I was able to bring up a fact that, you know, he was wrong and discredit him and not be nasty about it. You know, the UFCW in California, there was a dispensary that opened up in Long Beach, California. Two guys, young guys, they automatically wanted the union to come in. The owners accepted the union because one of the benefits was they could bank with us with our credit union. It's ours. So now their money is being carefully watched and is in the bank, quote unquote, with our credit union. So again, you know, him going up there and saying something like that really shows that, look, you know, you're wrong on this. Because he claimed that, you know, we're going to be test dummies, kind of. You know, we don't know, things aren't going great over in the West Coast. Well, he's wrong on that. He's wrong. This is no longer a test. It's been done. It's being done in a responsible way. Governments that get their butts moving get things done. You know, unfortunately, I think we just have a lot of lazy people in politics right now who don't take the time to even research. I mean, there was one person at Tom's River, Laurie Singer, who was a resident, and she flat out asked them, "Did you even go to a dispensary? Did you even, you know, come through and visit one?" And every single one of them said no. And she made a great point. Well, how can you even make a decision on this without seeing it and then seeing the process? Because this process is, I mean, look, there are people that work in dispensaries that have horticulture degrees who spend 4 to 6 years in college to learn all the science behind this. And for you to discredit them and say that they're dangerous people that will let, you know, youngsters get cannabis, you know, it's a slap in the face because it's a trade, it's a profession. So I'm glad that you brought that up, and I think that really kind of shut them down too, because every time that a resident got there, they said, you know, have you spoken to anybody? Do you know a patient? Do you know any of this stuff? And they couldn't say anything back. So
this guy's good. This guy's good.
Powerful.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It was like Super Bowl. That's how it felt for me. It was a Super Bowl too. After the Eagles won. Yo, hey Wayne, I have a question for you.
I'm listening.
How impressed were you that I knew who Gilly the Kid was? Like, was that Gilly? You took a picture of him sitting on the step, on the stoop?
Can I be honest with you?
You can't remember?
No. No. I had no idea who the fuck that was.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Yeah,
he was
that's
just
Gilly,
some
man.
dude that was sitting on a fucking van with like his family and shit. His little kid was fucking running around on the van and shit. Yeah, and I was just high, and I was just like, yo, everyone's like going up to him, getting his autograph. I'm just like, yeah, I'll take a picture of him.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Philly, so even though I'm Italian, not really. I'm not gangster. I'm gangsta. So that's the benefit of being born and raised.
So you're a Philly guy. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Giordano.
Absolutely.
That's like a Philly Italian name too. I like that. I like that.
It is. So nah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I was like, Wayne's hanging out with Gilly. How awesome is that?
I was just actually, I was so high at that fucking parade. Many people there. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
There must have been 4 million, and I know people say like, no, that's impossible. No, there was like 4 million. Because like Mike Whiter said earlier, it started like it started in one part of the city and ended up in a totally different part of the city. And people were like lined up all along the route. I thought I was being smart. I'm like, shit, you know what, man? I'm going to go to the fucking museum at like 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, hello. I got to like the park right before the museum, and that was standing room only. Like, I was just like, you get to the point where you're just like, okay, the line's stopping. Okay, I guess this is it. This is it. Yeah, no one else could move. This is it. And yeah, I got stuck there for like 2.5 hours, and it was beautiful. Smoking weed.
That's great, man.
People of Philly, and that's the only thing. They drink a lot of beer in Philly. Holy shit. They drink so much beer that they throw their fucking full beers away at other people. It's crazy.
I know.
But hey,
that's what I gotta love Philly for, man. It's one of it's one of a kind.
Oh, Philly! I love Philly. It was beautiful. And then yeah, I'm bumping into people that I don't even know who the fuck they're stars. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Okay, Gilly. All right, if that's what you say his name is, sure.
Gilly the Kid. That's his name.
All I know is his kid was right next to him, and he was like, "Yo, bro, let me hit that shit." I'm like, "Oh, okay." If the little kid would have asked me, I would have felt funny. I'd be like, "Hell no, Junior. Wait till you turn 18."
Right.
But
well, that's awesome. And I think Philly on the decrim bill, he did that doesn't want to prosecute anymore if cops arrest for cannabis.
That's awesome.
So I mean, it is. I mean, I think Philadelphia doesn't get enough credit.
Which is God bless him, Weed Man. He kept putting Nicholas Scutari's feet to the fire, because
lawyers, that's why the law is so open-minded.
Crazy. Well, Hugh,
good job.
We thank you for calling up today.
I got a question. Hold on, I got a question. Who's the bigger douche? Who's the bigger douche, Pat Kennedy or Kevin Sabet?
Oh man.
Come on, Hugh. You knew better than that. And the correct answer is Patrick Kennedy. Fucking dick. All right, let's go, Honeyb. We calling her? She calling us? We going to the diner tonight?
So probably not. No, I got food.
Oh, you fucker!
Look at all the food we got, man. It's a lot of food.
I didn't order that shit, man.
Oh, you can't eat that. There's meatball. Eat the meatballs.
I ain't eating no meatballs. If I didn't make them, I ain't fucking eating them.
Jeez. All right. Let's see.
Crazy show tonight. We had Chris Goldstein.
That was good.
We had Abner Brown.
That was great.
We had Michael Reider. Make sure you check out. I want to see that. He's got the now this shit.
Yes.
I want to see that. That's fucking big, man.
You're on the air.
Hi, guys.
And good evening. to
Hello.
you.
Hello.
Just waking up in your field of cannabis this morning? Or this afternoon?
It was so delightful.
Yeah.
This afternoon is right. Yeah.
Great
It's a
life.
rough life.
Yeah, it's a great life.
Don't be jealous. It could be
It's
your
a
life
wonderful life.
if you moved on the other coast of America. That could be you.
Yeah. Where everyone wants to move.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Ain't that the place where it rains all the time? No, it's Seattle.
It doesn't rain all the time.
No.
Like, seriously, that's
Seattle. That's Seattle.
That's a bunch of bullshit. It's really, it doesn't really rain there either. Like,
I don't know
there's
about
different
that.
kinds of rain. There's different kinds of rain. There's like little kisses from the ocean up to.
Jesus Christ! How fucking high are you?
What
How
are you
fucking
talking
high are
about?
you?
What?
From little kisses from the ocean. That's all right. So what was that? From little kisses of the ocean to what?
Little kisses from the ocean, lightning bolts from the devil.
There's my thick Jew prick.
Oh, Lefty here, hit this. Oh, Electric Larry, baby.
Electric Larry smells and tastes lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see the crazy idea I had?
Which one was that?
Yeah, I think you're all crazy, but which one?
The sandwich, the train. Which one?
This is a current event. A current event.
A current
you guys
event?
need to, yes, current event.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Are
mean to
you
say
funny?
that. I don't even fucking try. It just pops out.
Ew.
Well, do you know what my middle name is?
Put it back.
What's my middle name, Lefty?
What is your first name?
Honeybee.
No, come on, for real. I was trying to think. I'm I was putting your number in, to my phone, and I'm like, do I put it in under Honey Boobs?
Are you putting my number in your phone?
White hair.
Yeah, that's what you should put.
White hair.
White hair.
That is not my first name.
Honey Boobs.
Many sorries.
That's my middle name. Thank you.
I don't know anymore.
My first name
I don't know who you are anymore.
means honeybee in Greek. You don't know who I am anymore.
Malacca.
That's good. That's good. My birth name is Melissa Whitehair. With no middle name. Yeah.
Melissa Whitehair.
Yeah. Where's the joke? Where's the joke, Wayne?
What color is that pussy?
That's funny.
Yeah. The guys always used to say, so I don't see any white hair on your head. Where is it? Okay.
It's not there either.
Okay, we're not. Nope, it's not there either.
She's clean shaven.
It is on my arms.
Hold on, I gotta pee.
Oh.
Okay, so going back to my crazy idea.
Yeah, what was this crazy idea?
I want. Okay, here I go. I want to open a social club in Washington County, Oregon.
Where?
Washington County.
Doesn't it
In
always rain
Oregon.
there?
Yeah, it does. It's raining right now.
See what I'm saying?
Not.
You don't.
No,
you know.
It doesn't rain.
Do you have any social clubs for cannabis in Oregon?
We do. Madeline Martinez was the first one to open the first social club in Oregon. And I think it's actually the first one ever, is what I'm thinking.
Really?
And, yeah. And then there's a few other ones that have opened since then. But then they made new laws that you have to, obey the Clean Air Act and all that stuff.
Well.
So then her place shut down because they would have had, from what I heard, they would have had to renovate the whole thing, and it wasn't worth it. And I hear it's in the works of they're in the works of opening another one, but I haven't seen it yet.
So are there any open currently?
There are, but across the river from me. So I live about 20 minutes from Portland. If you're driving, I mean, Portland's not very far from me actually, but downtown Portland, a good 30 minutes. Northwest Cannabis Club is on the other side of the river, which is a good 40 minutes away from me. So I need it to be on the west side where I am.
West side.
West side, all the way to the coast. There's no social clubs from the other side of the river to the coast. So I want to open a social club.
Put it out there. Let's go. Get it done.
Let's do it.
You're going to need money?
I'm talking to some cool people. I need money. I need help. I need, yep. I need it all.
You need it all?
I
got it all, babe. No, seriously, what you need is...
Oh, yeah.
You need a plan. Location. That's what you really need.
Washington County.
Do you have a building in mind?
The outskirts of Portland. I'm on the outskirts of Portland. So the farther west you go, it becomes a little more rural around here. So I'm on the borderline of rural
Borderline. Yes.
I can't get it to the left, I can't get it to the right.
Yeah, because I think you should do that. That's a beautiful endeavor. I'd like to do that here in Jersey, but first I got to wait for fucking marijuana to be legal. And it's legal where you're
right
at.
around the corner. It sure is. And I have a bunch of people that want to help me. So I think this is the greatest invention ever. Then I can have my podcast there that I've always wanted to do, but I don't have the right equipment. And if you don't have the right equipment, you might as well just not even do it, so I don't even fucking do it. So I help you guys. So I'm learning how to do that. So I can
you
do it here.
suck. You missed all this shit, Lefty. So what she's telling us is she's trying to fucking gleam everything she can off of us. And then, boom, do her own shit.
I know.
She wants to be like fucking everybody else, bro. They all want to suck off of us.
Nice.
I'm not teaching her everything.
Lefty's so nice. He just hands it to me on a silver platter. Here you go.
I'm not teaching you about the red button. The red button, I'm not showing you.
Shh, don't even let her know about the fucking red button. What's the matter with you?
You know what's funny is Lefty bought me a button, and it's a sorry button. And it has all these different voices and different versions of how to say sorry. I would like to take this time to apologize. It's pretty funny. So I have a button too. So
Yeah, it's that easy. You see, that's good. That's good.
It is that easy. It is.
Yeah, that's what Don said. Don K. He used to say that shit all the time. How's his podcast doing? Oh.
Isn't he dead?
He's not dead. What are you talking about?
Don's my friend.
Dead?
I love Don. He wanted to set up right next to us at the State House. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do a podcast right over there next to you.
You did it at his house.
Like, why would you do that to me? Why? It's mean.
That's what That's what she wants to do. She's the next fucking Don
Yeah, you're
K.
being mean to me. Why are you being
She's
mean?
the next fucking Mike Ward. Jesus Christmas. Can't believe I said that fucking name. But yeah, I mean, she's like, yeah, I just want to learn what I can. And then as soon as I got it all, fuck you guys, I'm on my own. Okay. You do your little podcast out, your little fucking...
No. I'm Sativa Cross West.
Yeah, she's all right.
I'm an extension of you guys.
Yeah. Sativa Cross West is a great name because they'll be like, what about Sativa Cross East? Like, we're here, right here.
Well, you're the original OG. So you could be
East. Sativa Cross East and West. And we'll have North and South eventually. Canada.
I don't like this shit, okay?
I do.
I don't. Fuck you,
Why?
man.
Why?
Okay, because this is sounding a lot like the Guardian Angels. Okay?
That's
There's
good.
like, yeah, but Curtis Lee was fucking broke. The guy that started it all.
He's got a huge bag of weed now. He can sell it if he needs to.
It's like a franchise that fucking he doesn't make money off of. I mean, that's what like Sativa Cross is coming. Next we're gonna have fucking Sativa Cross India. Hello, can you do like the Hindu? Do. Jesus Christ, he's just giving his shit away. We gotta make it like a McDonald's franchise where we make money. You're like, yes, sure, Sativa West, sure, and you're established trademark.
You know what's great about Sativa Cross West is
she's got
so
boobs.
many times when you guys are talking to different people, they reference the West Coast. And you're like, oh, look at that. We have Sativa Cross West. That's funny. Here I are, right over here, waiting.
Okay, where's
it's
the funny
good
part?
Business.
You got to do like a weekly podcast, like a Wednesday or a Monday, Friday, when people aren't going out and getting drunk.
All she's got to do is show her boobs. That's all she's got to do. One of those. It's one of those podcasts.
You know what, Lefty? I do what I want.
Show them. Show them.
Do my podcast Thursday, 7:10. My podcast. F you.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Dueling podcast. Watch me.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm woman. I do what I want.
It's all about me.
I'm woman. I do what I want.
We'll be doing our shows like Sativa Cross
No.
East. We'll have like
It's not
fucking
what
20
about me.
views.
It's all about me.
And Sativa Cross West will have like fucking 20 million views.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yep.
So
Honey
send those
boobs.
people to us. Yeah, send all those people to us.
I know.
That's all we want.
Because I'm your producer, so I might know something.
Producer.
She's crafty.
She's crafty, all right. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Don't piss me off.
Never.
Never. Okay, thanks.
Kidding me. Okay.
I'm unstressed. I was stressing before. I want to apologize to all the people watching and listening.
What the heck?
It was. I don't know what happened. That never happens.
That was horrible.
I don't know what.
Oh my God! Like, how many times did Facebook kick you off?
3. It was a nightmare. So I went on YouTube. So we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. It's working. It's working.
I like you doing both of them because you get different views, different angles, different people that are actually subscribed or listening to.
Right? Tell them.
Because if you're not savvy with Facebook and people going Facebook Live, you have to subscribe to the person that may go Facebook Live all the time.
Exactly.
So there's times where
Help
I
them
didn't
out,
even know
please.
you were live.
Help them out.
Right.
That's what we
You
got.
see, so just recently during your podcast in the last month, I've been inviting people to watch, posting it in different groups, and I think it's kind of helping. I think your numbers are going up.
Oh, it's going up.
Yeah, they are. It's pretty cool.
It's awesome, actually. Because now I can
And
like
then
tell
when there's
people.
a new person on the podcast, I'm like, so-and-so live.
You know what? I'm gonna make you my little producer thing. Because
I'll be back there soon.
I have a lot of people, seriously, like they're like trying to give out samples and shit, like cannabis samples and stuff. And I tell them, like, yeah, you know, like, I'll love to review the shit for the show. And they're like, oh, okay, well, here, just email us and tell us how many views you get and shit, and boom. I'm gonna have
I've been like,
I'm gonna have you and John do that shit.
I am an office manager, and I've been an admin assistant to a few different CEOs in my life.
I'm not a CEO. I'm just a president. I'm the president of the local.
The man in charge. The local Salami Club.
No, it's the UC. No, fuck. It's the UFC. I gotta read my hat. It's the UFC.
UFC? Are you
W. Right, motherfucker. Let me see the shirt.
Food and commercial workers.
Yeah. UFC and W. The local 420. And Lefty's my little bitch.
They made him president. Yeah, they made him president. I'm secretary.
He's the secretary.
Secretary. Maybe his secretary. I got to run around in a skirt and get coffee all fucking day now.
Hey, you got to tell him. You got to take some dictation too. How does dick be tasting?
Oh, you're funny.
Oh, that's got a website. I didn't know he's even got a thing. I gotta like that on Facebook.
UFCW Local 152. United Food and Commercial Workers.
Could you post that?
Yeah, I will.
Could you write that down?
Nope.
That's the producer's job, right? They know how to do all
I'm a
that
secretary.
management shit.
Yeah, I'm a secretary.
He's my secretary.
Yeah, I'm not your secretary. I'm Wayne's secretary. He's the president.
I don't even think he's a secretary. I think he's the assistant secretary.
I
don't even have a secretary.
I'm taking dictations.
You're taking dick?
Dictations.
All night long.
I said I'm taking dictations.
I'm big black
I'm
dick.
taking. I'm taking.
I'm big dick black.
Oh. I fucked it up. I said
I'm big dick black.
I'm big dick black. I just heard it.
Poof.
I can keep it hard for 2 hours at a time.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. All right, so next week we got Hugh in studio.
Hugh in studio. That's going to be great.
We should call that cannabis place up.
We're going to call some, yes. Dispensaries, too.
And I got Jason Cranford.
Dispensaries? Why?
I want to call Wonderland and give them a bunch of shit for being dicks.
Again?
Wonderland?
Yeah, we called them once before. They
in
suck.
Oregon
They
is
suck.
an arcade.
No, it's a it's not a dispensary. It's a pipe shop here.
Yeah, it's a tobacco shit. Did you know this is
cheap?
in New Jersey? In the head shops, you have to be 21 years old just to fucking enter. How dumb is that?
Because they changed the law that you have to be 21 to smoke tobacco or purchase.
But still,
because those pipes are for tobacco purposes.
I've never seen one moron use anything in a fucking tobacco gift shop with tobacco. Sorry, I haven't seen it. Maybe the hookahs, but not even the hookahs.
You know what? That is not a subject that we want to even go to because we're all in favor of tobacco pipes so we can have them. Duh. Quit ruining it.
Yeah, but what if you're 18 years old? Why they gonna use
Then you find someone who's 21, like you did when you needed alcohol.
I had a hard time. It was easier getting weed when I was younger than booze.
Well, that's because you were getting on your knees for that
Dude,
shit.
it's definitely easier. No question about it.
What you need?
CMMNJ.org. That's what I need. I need me some Ken Wolski in my life. Need me some Jim Miller in my life.
Fuck, how do we keep forgetting to fucking call Jim Miller?
We had a bunch of calls. We'll call Jim Miller next week.
Producer, get on that.
Write this down. And get Wayne
Oh,
some
my
and
God.
get Wayne some coffee. He's the president. He wants coffee.
And they want fucking
Okay, well,
titty
you know
pics,
what?
too.
I'm in Oregon. I'll mail it. FedEx.
Email.
Hope you get it.
I don't think she heard the pics part. That's good.
SativaCross.com. MagicalButter.com. Oh, you know what? Here, let's go back to that. All right.
Back to what? Uh-oh, Magical Butter?
All right, let's go back to that.
Yo.
Magical butter machine.
You did?
But he's not my friend. I did.
He's not your friend. Why? Does he
I
have
am
like
Lefty.
5,000
I
people
am
already?
Sativa Cross producer. Yeah, he does.
That's why. Yeah.
Then I try to private message him, but you know what? Probably a lot of people have tried to too.
You don't listen to me,
But
so
Lefty won't.
exactly.
Lefty won't do it. So
Lefty.
whatever.
I'm not going to
whatever.
bug him.
Lefty.
He's given us like 20 machines.
Here, Lefty, listen to me.
I can't.
Will you
know.
fucking listen to me?
Oh, God.
Shut up, you little bitch.
Shut up.
This is what you
They
do.
are helping people. You are helping
no,
people.
Lefty.
So if
You
you're gonna
tell
ask,
him.
you gotta ask.
You tell him to friend up Honeybee, and then
Yes.
you have her
You're
do the work.
producer.
That's all, bro.
I already tried to. Yeah.
That's all you got to do, Lefty.
I'm there for you.
You say, Garen,
Yeah.
please friend up my producer. You won't have to. All you're hitting him up
Do
friends
it.
with her.
Because I don't mind. I'm good with that.
Hello, McFly. I didn't. Oh, I kind of want to shave his fucking beard off.
Crying now?
You guys are disgusting.
No,
Dude,
you look so
You're
good
all
with them little
disgusting.
chicken.
Thanks for your tossed salad, Wayne.
Magical butter makes your BJ face better.
It does. Make some salve, rub it on your face. Rub it on your face. Rub
With
it
the
on your
love,
face.
love,
Rub
with the
it-
love.
Magical butter makes your recipes much, much better. With magicalbutter.com. Magical butter makes your recipes much, much better. With magicalbutter.com. Magical butter makes your recipes better. Magical butter makes your recipes better.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's a nice one, Leftina.
Congratulations to Garen Angel. He has won. What is it? It was the top 100 most influential people in the cannabis industry.
Yes. Good for you, Garen Angel. Congratulations.
Hats off to you, Garen.
Good job.
Woohoo!
Cheers to
You
goodness.
did this a lot. Thank you.
Well, what I
Thank you,
thank him for
goodness.
is he makes it real easy for patients to make their own medicine.
Yes, very simple. Just call
Magical butter.
1-800-420-4334.
Magical butter.
1-800-420-4334. Get your magical butter machine from magicalbutter.com. 1-800-420-4334. Magicalbutter.com. Love it.
Beautiful. We should be getting paid for. Got crew for fucking magical butter. Magical butter makes your PJ face better. Sorry, go ahead. Where were we?
So glad you went there. I thought we were doing that. I thought this was a nice, family-friendly
That went out the window after the third time the CIA knocked us off the friggin' air. And they knew it. They knew to rattle me like that. They knew that would fuck my head up. And they did. They fucked me all up. And I screamed at Wayne like a bad boy. I'm sorry I yelled at you.
I screamed.
I'm sorry. I was screaming at myself, actually.
I brought it on. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. I feel
It's
bad.
okay,
I heard
Lefty.
you crying.
I was crying like a little bitch.
I heard you crying.
CIA doesn't play fair. And either do I. So I respect
The
that.
DEA,
I
the
respect
CIA, the FBI.
Yeah.
I'm in the weeds here.
the weeds. My board's been assaulted.
Fucking Anthony was funny. He was like, "Yo, stop watching that gay porn."
That's, while he was picking his nose.
You were getting even more pissed off.
I'm watching him pick his nose while I'm in the weeds. I'm like, Anthony, you're not helpful. Like, the whole world is watching this. The world is watching you pick your friggin' nose. And what else you were doing with it? I don't know.
Ew, I am so glad I missed that one.
Oh.
Really? And
People
of course, fucking Lefty got to point it out, you know?
10 people commented about it before I said a word about it. I'm like, oh, God.
Hey.
That's why I looked.
Sometimes the
They're
nose
like,
itches.
look at Wayne.
Oh, God.
Look at Wayne. He's going to the show.
Magical butter.
Makes your recipes better.
Make your sex life better. Oh, did I say that?
Oh, boy.
Happy Daddy Products. NewJerseyWeedman.com. That was great to hear from Weedman tonight. We got to get in there, Wayne.
That was nice. That was great. Yes.
We'll see him.
Fortune for mayor.
We do.
Drain the shithole.
No, we're doing mainstream campaign. Mainstream. Drain the S hole. Yes.
What does that mean?
The S hole.
Is that a train?
Explain it
Is that
to
the
me.
subway? Like that's a train?
Huh?
Just drain it. Just drain it. Drain it. Let it
Drain
out.
it.
Let it out.
Drain it.
Let it go.
Do you got medical
Don't
freedom?
talk about it. Be about it.
Pandemonium.
United Food and Commercial Workers Union, 152.
And the local 420.
Thank you.
That was great.
Huge. That's not even his name. I'm going to start calling him fucking Huge. What's up, Huge?
Huge.
Huge. Huge.
I thought he had 7,000 workers under him. No, 15,000 workers behind him that all gave him the go ahead, the green light to do what he's doing with us, with cannabis, with all that he does. They all support him. And
huge. Like I said,
Good
huge.
stuff.
He's huge.
Giordano. He's got a fucking typical Philly Italian name.
Yeah, right.
Giordano, eh?
Hey. Oh.
I'm huge.
Oh.
Giordano.
Hey. I'm over here now.
Now suck it, eh?
Hey. Oh.
Little boy blue.
I hear your accents coming out. Jersey accent.
Sorry.
David versus
We're trying to
autism.
get serious now.
Yeah, well, not yet. Not yet.
Good job.
David versus autism.org.
Not yet.
Blue Planet Biotech. Run, New Jersey.
Okay, well then.
Secret Session's canceled this week. I don't know what happened, but that's all right because I can't go anyway. Medical-freedom.com. We should have called William Haney. We'll call him next week.
Oh my gosh, we haven't talked to him for a long time.
I talked to
Buy
him.
his
You
book,
did.
buy his
Nice.
flags, his
Yes.
stickers, support him, help him. Donate 10% to William. Because we're all about helping.
NewJerseyCannabisbusiness.com.
Oh, we're calling them next week. Okay, Wayne?
We meant to call
We'll
them.
see. I know.
I meant to, because I want to know, did they pay Scutari? I'd like to know that question.
Of course they did.
Of course. But
Scutari didn't show up there, you know. Hey, fuck, let me show up here for free. Yeah, because I'm Nicholas Scutari.
that's, I don't know if that's good or bad. Want to know more about it, though. CannabisLegalSolutions.net. New Jersey Grannies for Grass. Minorities for Marijuana. Toughies Fight. Legalize for Lorelei. JacksonStorms.com. Prayers for Sarah. Prayers for Pete. Jenny's Purple Ribbon Journey. Jenna's Journey. Ariel Photography. Arlo Glass. OprahMachine.com. I love that one. And Weed for Warriors.
Yeehaw. It's almost everybody, I think.
Who wants to be sad? Who wants to be sad?
Can we just skip this part?
I'm telling you, we
I'm
should
just
fucking
kidding.
do
I'm
it.
just kidding.
We
I'm
just
just
have the
kidding.
button where we hit the
It's
fucking
very
button
difficult.
and we add the goddamn new name or 2 or 3 every fucking week and just boom.
Let's see. It would turn out to be probably one one every 2 weeks, one a month, a patient would die. Right? 1 out of 10. That we know.
It'd be more than that.
No,
That's just in New Jersey.
That
yeah.
we know. That we know. I'm sure we're gonna know people that pass. It's just a statistic that we can't escape. It's bad.
I don't want to know any more people.
I know. People are sick, though. I know people that are really sick right now. That's really
it's
sick.
Not okay.
And
our heart goes out to them. It really does.
I don't want to add people to this list. It's going to freak me out this year. I haven't done it yet this year, right? We haven't added anybody yet this year.
Yeah, we have.
Who?
Didn't we add Jack?
That was December.
That was December.
That was December. Nobody this year.
I hope you're right.
Jackie Rickert. That was in December. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop, and it's not a good feeling waiting for someone to die. And you don't even know who, or where, or when, or why, but it's just going to happen. It's going to fucking happen. So be prepared. And that's why we dress up at the Ignorance No Excuse Tour. We dress up this year. 2018, we're all going to dress up because we're dressing for the funeral of the next patient. That's some real shit right there.
I told my dad about that shit, right? And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, so you guys go to town councils and shit. So what do you do? All wear your stoner clothes? I'm like, nah, we dress up, suit and tie. You know, the women wear nice dresses. And he was like, really? Wow, that's pretty smart.
Wear nice dresses.
You tell him why?
Well, yeah. Well, no, I didn't tell him why.
Yeah, tell him why. That brings it home when you say you're dressing for the next dead patient who could die any time now.
I like saying that part.
Yeah.
I just like saying that we look good, we look presentable.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Fuck.
If you all get to heaven, say a prayer for my brother. Say a prayer for my mother.
Okay. Misty.
Say a prayer for my...
Misty just texted me. She says...
But most of all...
She loves us. And
please say a prayer.
I told her we had technical problems. And she says, yes, I noticed.
Who did?
This lady, Misty. She says, it happened right after I typed the government's marijuana agenda. It was a weird coincidence. You guys rock, though. Thanks for getting back to me. So as soon as she typed government's marijuana agenda, that's when the problem started. So it was a trigger. It was a CIA trigger word. It triggered the CIA and Homeland Security to come shut us down. Prove me wrong.
I think you're just a fucking stoner and you're fucked up.
I did, dude.
I think you kicked the fucking wire out, you fucking moron. Because you got all these goddamn wires everywhere. You don't even know where half these fucking wires go to,
every
bro.
week I do this, and I don't have a fucking problem.
And every week there's a fucking problem.
It's not a problem. It's fine.
You know, hold on,
static.
you're right.
Maybe
you're right.
static. Maybe static. And when people
I gotta
tell
give
me,
you credit. Yeah, finally, you got the phone fucking working. It worked this time during the whole show. God bless you.
Nobody could do what I do, unless they were
The
like.
fuck do you do? Are you serious
God.
right now? Nobody can do what you do. Oh my God.
No, they
you
all
smoke
fuck it up.
fucking weed.
They all
You fucking
fuck
dab up.
Nobody's.
That's the fucking problem, bro. Maybe if you didn't take those fucking
Right.
6 dabs
Nobody
before
can
the
smoke
show.
10 dabs and then do this. Nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Not even you.
I can do a good job.
How many times did we get knocked off?
That was not my fault.
Oh.
What was I doing when I got knocked off? Nothing. I was sitting here, and the CIA zapped us. You heard the noises. I saw you when you those noises. That's CIA noises. You heard those noises. They were, when they were on the phone. They go bzz, bzz, bzz. That was the CIA.
No, that was the aliens. Shh.
Okay.
Don't remind me.
Fine. Whatever. You heard those noises. It was a zap. They were zapping us.
No.
I'm telling you.
No. I'm not.
They knew we had an important call, and they wanted to fuck it up.
Shh.
Bastards.
Don't say it. They'll come visiting
Let them
next.
come. I'm ready for it.
I don't want them to
Bring
know,
it.
man. What they did to Rocket last time? No, I'm not. No. I don't want them to come to my house. Listen, people, just come to Lefty's. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing. I don't even know what I'm talking
What
about.
was his address?
It's 420 High Street in well, we already know it's Hanover, so don't worry about where I live, though. I love you, government. I do. Illuminati forever. Sorry. Were you saying something? I'm sorry.
Yes, I would like to say 2 words.
I'm sorry I fucked up.
2 words that
What's
affected
that?
me. 2 words that affected me for my entire life.
Your entire life?
Yes.
Jerk off.
Okay. Silence.
Cheryl Miller.
Jerk off?
Cheryl Miller.
Well, you
Now,
had to get
now we're
serious.
getting serious now. Now,
You had to
ha
get
ha
serious.
ha ha. I
okay,
fooled
okay,
you.
okay.
It's sad time. No more dick jokes.
Well, you're a Richard. Well, aren't you a Richard?
No, aren't you a Richard? We're at the sad part, and you're making
Fucking
dick
Harry
jokes.
Richard, too.
It's not funny.
My
but
name's
you
not
laughed.
Richard. His name is sorry.
We don't have to do the sad part now. We can wait.
I'm telling you, we should just like loop it.
Okay.
Let's just do it once.
Let's wait.
Just once.
Let's wait.
Ready?
Should
Good.
I take the hat off? Yeah.
I'm glad you're not ready, because I'm going to tell you another thing. Cheryl
Everyone
Miller.
take your hat off.
Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller is the reason why we have medical cannabis in New Jersey. Because of her and Jim and Ken, we have cannabis. Sabina Rose, little baby. Diane Ripatella. Gracie. Cindy May. Marie. Little Jack. Joan Ford is William's mother. And she wrote a book about epilepsy called The Falling Sickness, From Caesar to Me. It's very good. You should pick it up. Randy Robertson had the Whipple procedure done on him. They rip out all your guts and throw them back in. He didn't live long after that. He didn't get oil like he needed. He couldn't get it. He's in Pennsylvania. There's no oil in Pennsylvania.
There is now. $80 a gram.
$80 a gram. Great if you're on disability. Woohoo! Do we eat food this week or do we buy some oil?
$80.
Toilet paper, toothpaste, or oil?
It's a fucking joke.
Milk and cheese or oil?
Life or death.
Polly Connolly, young girl. Bill Buckman. Chad. Jeremy. Colette. Matt. Troy. Russ Perry. Roger Barber. What's that guy, man? That guy was... Yeah. He was good. He was great. So was Jay Arletto. We didn't get to hear Jay Arletto today. We missed it. The whole intro to this podcast was screwed up. We should end the show with that show. Yeah, we should end the show with Jay, since he didn't get to play before. Gotcha, Jay. We should play that. Yep.
Dare to be different.
Yeah. Jay died.
Do it.
Yeah, he died waiting for cannabis. It was easier for Jay to get heroin off the street corner than to get a medical cannabis card. It was going to cost him hundreds of dollars, Hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of doctor fees.
Appointments.
And then going to the
Many
dispensaries and getting shit weed if you never had a
Really?
chance.
Your butts are like so tiny.
Yeah, they set him up for failure.
Yep.
He had no choice but to die.
New Jersey. Just kidding.
You didn't get to hear my song, my karaoke song about unless you're in a wheelchair. Unless you're in a... All right, so where were we? J.R. Leto. We're going to end the show with a song today. Ella Bagelman just died from brain cancer. Hattie Koshel, I used to get her high. That was my grandma.
Oh, we got an anniversary coming up.
Jackie Rickert.
Big sigh.
Is that not working?
No, we're good. Okay. Honeybee is going to say the last name on our list.
I know. I was checking out the video.
Then we're just gonna end it.
Michael Dillon. And I got an anniversary coming up, March 5th. You know, I like to remind everyone, give 10%, help others in need. It really will make someone's life different. Help them live longer, help their loved ones see them longer, be with them longer, and not have to feel this pain that I go through. And what all the other families go through with all these people on this list, and it gets bigger and bigger. So we're here to make a difference. Cannabis saves lives. And if you don't believe us, then, vote for Jeff Sessions. Not okay. And what's our hashtag?
Hashtag.
They shall grow.
They shall grow.
That was a great discovery that you made. Hashtag they shall grow.
It was made for us. We just pointed it out because it was there for a long time. It's been written in stone down the street for 100 years.
And history repeats itself over and over again.
Yeah.
And here we are. I know you're not ready, but I'm going to start it. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Thanks, Honeybee.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
you do the time, don't tell me how you're all down. I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you played me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. Won't want people stay, they sway. 1, 2 day is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises over the top.